Hey everyone! Stream Deck is having a moment. I was chatting away to myself after pressing my button, and for some reason, Stream Deck did not listen, didn't switch over the OBS scene. I don't know what happened. But hey everyone! Hey Platty, thank you for being first. How is everyone doing? I'm just going to try pressing a button to see. Is that going to work? I don't think. Okay. It's going to be one of those days. Okay. Well, the Stream Deck is just not in the mood to work. I kind of understand it. It's Saturday. I think everywhere is a little bit quieter, a little bit more chilled. I mean, for the Northern Hemisphere, it's the summer. Stream Deck's taking a holiday. I'm just going to try unplugging it and plugging it back in again. Going with the traditional fix. See if that gets it started. But yes, it's definitely one of those. Oh, you've lost a filling. Oh, that's rubbish, especially on the weekend. That's a bad timing. I'm sorry. I hope it's not sore right now. Because I've had a filling I've had a filling fall out, and it hasn't really been a bother. Probably would be if I'd left it a long time. And I have admittedly had one that was quite sore. Okay, I've unplugged the Stream Deck and plugged it back in, and it's just gone. Yeah, we're not going to wake up anymore. Okay, we might be going Stream Deck less for a bit. Curious. Okay, but yes. Yep, that's me trying to unplug the Stream Deck and plugging it in. Not looking good. Okay, I'm going to blame the heat. I know yesterday's stream, I'm just checking it now. Yeah, the webcam is, I don't know how it is not overheating. It's getting close. At the moment, I'm streaming in 25 centigrade in this room. That's actually quite good. Lately, it's been 27, 28 when streaming, and that has been less fun. But yeah, today we're going to have a nice little chill time with Moonlight Peaks. Very much enjoying it. It probably will be the last stream of it, just because I've got a feeling the peak, appropriately for Moonlight Peaks, the peak level of interest on Twitch has probably passed a tiny bit. But we'll have a see. We'll see how it goes. That Stream Deck is definitely not waking up in the slightest. I've somehow made it worse. Never mind. Hold on. Let's have a quick look at the app. See if that kind of forces it to wake up. It's not the end of the world. We can go without that. Only 21C in here, and I'm actually a little bit cold. I miss feeling cold. Oh, there you go. I think the Stream Deck has woken up. Let's see if it does work. Does the scene change? It does. Cool. There we go. We're back in business. Stream Deck just needed to wake up. I have to admit, I envy feeling cold. I can't remember the last time I felt cold. And it hasn't rained here in over 2 weeks. And for this part of the UK, that's not right. That's not normal. I think it's meant to rain. I think it's meant to rain next weekend. I'm checking the weather forecast now because I remember it was meant to rain this weekend and it didn't. Actually, no, the rain is gradually moving backwards. But yeah, it's at least next Sunday. It doesn't cool down. It's still going to be like 27. I was thinking this. I came out the gym earlier. And when I went in the gym, it was 8 AM and it was workable warm. And I stepped out of the gym about 9 AM. And it was this weird moment where I just thought, I miss the time when I'd step out of the gym and it would be raining or anything other than very, very hot. Well, not very, very hot, but hot enough. And I'm kind of over it. But yeah, how's everyone doing? Got anything new to report? I mean, yesterday a whole bunch of people heard me moan about the car dealer. In predictable fashion, they promised they'd send me through all the test results by the end of the day. They haven't, so I'm going to be spending some of this weekend finally formulating. Well, I'd already formulated part of a formal complaint email. I'm getting it all sent off in time for Monday because I'm done with the whole thing. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But the car is working just in that way, it makes me feel like one day it's just going to stop working. It almost certainly is going to, so we shall see. There's rain in my forecast for the 27th year, so we can hope. Yeah, it's 26th looks like it's going to rain here. I don't trust it. I think by the time we get to the 26th, it's going to move back even further. Who knows? But anyway, we're going to play a little bit of Moonlight Peaks. We'll see how it goes. Might wrap up a little bit early because I'm tired and it's summer kind of numbers, particularly the weekend. I think everyone is busy busy doing things. I'm not doing anything today. Tomorrow I'm going to be getting up early to go head down to the coast, which isn't that far from me, but if you want to get parked, you have to go early. So I'm going to have a nice morning out, nice walk, get coffee somewhere, that kind of thing. But otherwise, I say I was going to have a chill weekend. There are things I should be doing, so I need to get a little bit more organised in life. But anyway, let's forget all of that and let's play some Moonlight Peaks. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's very Animal Crossing crossed with Stardew, and it's actually making me want to play Animal Crossing again, which might happen at some point. A little bit tempted actually to stream Animal Crossing at some point because I tend to get easily distracted in Animal Crossing on my own, and I'm thinking of the Stardew effect. I'm thinking streaming that meant I ended up loving the game rather than struggling to get into it. So I think that's what might happen. Might give it a go. We have quests. We have a job for Ridge. That's not compulsory, but I'm thinking if we help out Ridge, he's going to like us more. And I am kind of keen to romance Ridge. He seems like the nicest of a bunch. Seems like a good shot. We also need to grow nightshade, dry it on a drying rack, and grind it into a mortar. I don't think we've planted the nightshade, so we're going to do that. And we also want to go to Web of Wonders because Sabrina's working on something new and wants me to go have a look. First of all, we got to pet the cat. Your mum always used to give me the leftovers after a fancy dinner. I sincerely love that woman. If in doubt, you got to do the petting. Beelzebub loves us dearly now. Okay, let's do some maintenance. Oh, did not mean to dig that up, but never mind. Actually, we will probably go the lazy method and cast a spell. It would help if we cast a spell the correct way. Ooh. Yeah, no, I know, game. That was the wrong way. Okay, brain, remember, there we go. No, okay. That was my hands. My hands let me down. There we go, at last. That's what I was trying to do. The green screen is a bit one. Oh, that's my arms. Usually it's higher. I had arm day at the gym, and I left it a little bit lower than I should have. For a second. Is it going to be slightly better? I made the mistake of what I usually try and do. That looks more promising. Is I try and set up a green screen before I go to the gym. I didn't do it. My arms didn't do as much as I would have liked to, but I feel like they did. Thanks, Splay. Nightshade. Looking better? Yeah, good. One distant day. Oh, we need a herb garden, of course. Yeah, one distant day, I will have my office set up. And then when my office is set up, everything will be so much easier. And I will have a full... It won't even need the green screen unless we really want it. Hey, Jones! More streaking. Thank you! How are you doing, Jones? How was your Saturday? But yeah, end of August, I'm hoping tentatively to start getting somewhere, getting the office sorted. And then, to be honest, I can leave a green screen up most of the time. Okay, so we got that set up. Let's go see. Web of Wonder. My working week is now over. Time to... Good, I'm glad. You work hard. Come on, Alina, just one match. You haven't even given it a chance. Because I already know it's ridiculous. You lack vision. This is more than a game, sister. It's a battle of wits, of strategy, of you avoiding real life by hiding behind a deck of cards. Oh good, Hallie, help me out here. Tell her how amazing Nocturna is. Hey Woody, enjoy your lurk. I hope you're doing well. Nocturna? I have no idea what that is. Nocturna? A magical card game woven from the threads of fate and chance. A card game? I am not a fan of card games. Spare me. I refuse to get pulled into this nonsense. Ever the skeptic. But you, Hallie, you seem different. Open. Curious. Would you like to try Nocturna? How does it work? Each player commands a deck imbued with their spirit. The goal is to outwit their opponent through cunning and strategy. Oh, not cunning and strategy. And you have to score the highest amount of points. I'll give it a shot because this appears to be my only option. Excellent. Curiosity is the first step towards enlightenment. Or obsession. Okay, you'll do fine. Probably. Was not expecting a card game in this game. Welcome to Nocturna. I'll explain this as clearly as I can. Let's begin. Let's watch this unfold. Play a card. That one, I'm guessing, giving me arrow. Look, your card is worth more than my... Is it as simple as that? That means you're ahead. We get 2 more turns to decide this round. We each draw a card every turn. Now play your second card. Surely there's got to be more to it than just going big. You're still ahead. You have 7 points and I have 3. Now play your final card. I wonder, are you going to get kind of pairs? Or should I go with a 5? I'm going to go with a pair. See what happens. You have the highest total. You win this round. There's got to be a catch here. The creator outplayed. Now end the round. Time for round 2. I can still make a comeback. Okay, we do the 5. Scarlet Count against Royal Vamp. Ooh, they've got a head. Royal Vampire time. Oh, we're tied. This feels rigged. Fate holds its breath. Yeah, but 1 by 1. Cards favour me. We have reached the zenith. Fancy words for we've reached the end. Do the Scholar. New card ability discovered. This card has an ability. On play, draw 3 cards. When I play this card, I get to draw 3 cards. I just said that, but yes. Now let's see it in action. More cards mean more opportunities, I guess. Remember, you can inspect a card by selecting it and pressing Y. Oh, the almanac one, I see. Okay, we pulled a 6. Okay, that hasn't got an ability. You win. Well done. The echoes favoured you this time. Okay, surely it's not as simple as that, because that feels, on the one hand, my kind of card game, and on the other hand, probably a little bit too simple. That was exhilarating. Yeah? You possess a natural talent for this. I do? Yeah, I'm sure of it. You know, Hallie, I sense a great adventure awaiting you. The cards whisper a potential yet to unfold. As a token of our newfound connection, here. We got 20 Nocturna cards. You can have a starter deck for 3. Should you wish to acquire more cards, defeat an opponent in a match. Only when you transfer others will your collection be truly whole. Looking forward to that already. Sure. Well, if you don't mind, I'll be on my way. There are others in town who are very keen to see the new cards. You forgot something? You know, Hallie, an intriguing aura surrounds you, yet it remains shrouded in mist. I think what they're saying is our destiny is open to us or something. Probably not the something part. Web of Wonder, that's where we go. Chat, what are you up to today? Have you got anything interesting on the cards? Pun not intended with what we've just been doing. Yeah. What is new with you? What do you got planned for the weekend? Let's head over here. Web of Wonders again. Aurora, how are you doing? How has your week been? Tell me all. Well, I drink my strangely coloured protein shake that is actually quite nice, but does not look the prettiest. No, bet you 5 coins it still won't work. Oh no, your endless support is truly inspiring. Let's just add the moon fruit and see what happens. What are you up to? I'm testing a way to extract the raw magical essence from moon fruit. If I can get this thing working, it could be a game changer. So what does it do? Well, I think refining moon fruit into a concentrated essence could make food more potent for vampires. When you say food for vampires, do you mean blood? Where are they getting the blood, actually? Because we're a village of undead. How are the vampires eating? Is there a very dark basement somewhere? I am so ready for Heatwave to be... Oh, me too. Yeah, I was just saying, I came out the gym this morning and it already felt like I was walking into a furnace after leaving the nice aircon gym. And... nah. Yeah, I'm kind of done with it. We've got another week of quite hot weather. Then it rains, it drops by a couple of centigrade. Not a huge amount. I'm very used to the UK summer being like 1 or 2 weeks long, not an actual entire summer. So yeah, I feel you. Sabrina, at least that's the theory. It's easier to show you. Watch this. Ah yes, the sweet smell of failure. Oh hush, Noel. It's just a minor setback. The clone needs some fine-tuning. Nothing major, hopefully. I think I know what's missing, though. Oh, we're going to get sent on a fetch quest. Could you pick up the materials for me while I keep working? Yeah, sure. I'd love to, but I have some very urgent business to attend to. Good luck, though. Noel's gone fishing. Noel loves to fish. Typical. What do you need? Just a few things to reinforce the energy conductors. I think 3 copper bars and 3 iron bars should do it. That's not too bad. Thanks, Hallie. Unlike some people, she means no, you're actually helpful. Okay, do we have any iron bars? Because sometimes we do. I continue to forget which button does what. Don't mind me. Let's go check out our storage. Actually, while we're here, let's go see Ridge. He should be, yeah, he should be in his shop. Why do I always forget the control? I think in part, because I'm also playing a bit of Disney Dreamlight Valley, and the controls are slightly different. Oh, Ridge, what you got to say? $357. Whack. Sorry, 358. Whack. 359. Are you doing a workout, Ridge, or do you just have to hit something 359 times? Be right with you. Just finishing up this little piece. Allie! Perfect timing. Mind giving me a hand? Sure. There's some nails up front. Could you grab them for me? Oh, look at us running to get the nails. Take the nails, he said the nails. Yeah, perfect. Just what I needed. 401, whack. 402, whack. And it's done. It took 402 whacks. Remarkable. How did you make that so fast? He did not make it that fast. It took 402 whacks. When you've been doing this as long as I have, it sort of becomes second nature. It's all about knowing the wood for tools and keeping a steady hand. Go on, have a seat. Tell me what you think. So what do you think? Be honest. I can take it. Say it's really comfortable. We're trying to be nice to Ridge. That's great to hear. Always feels good when my work gets a thumbs up. Here, take this. A rustic bee chair blueprint. It's a blueprint for the chair. If you ever want to make one yourself, stop by and I'll give you a hand with materials. Thanks again for the help today. You're always welcome here. Aw, that was a very cute little wave. That's the thing. I think the character models I like a bit more than Stardew because they're a little bit more imaginative and cuter. I'd wager Ludo ate his weight in festival food. Have we got anything we could give him? Potted tree? Sure. Is this for me? You shouldn't have. Not that I'm complaining, of course. There we go. We've done our duty. Let's go try and make some iron and copper bars. I think it was copper bars. Don't want to drown myself in the quests. But let's head back, see what inventory's got, and then we can learn what to do next. Chat, how are you doing? How's your weekend going? Feel free to share anything you want or need to share. Whether that's planned or wrong button. Oh, well, we have all the copper bars we need. We only needed 3. But it was iron. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to go head to some mines. Mostly requires me to remember where the hell the mines were. I think they were to the south. Yeah, Cave of Echoes, that was it. Let's go. Hold on. Better. Give a I'll chop down a tree to get there. Looks like it. Let's dig that up. I mean, charcoal is useful, but there are better options. Going slightly the wrong way, but we are collecting. Yeah, I think my weekend after this, want to get my steps in. Then it is the constant battle on a weekend of wanting to just play games all weekend. Or try and do some useful things, because there's things I want to do to stream and that kind of... Come back, Soul Blob. Thank you. Brenda Von Void had an accidental lobotomy. That might be the bleakest way somebody, Soul Blob, has died so far. Just in time. Fell overboard into ghostly waters. Yeah, that's not the best either. But yeah, it's the constant battle of, do I want to be productive with the weekend, or do I want to weekend for weekend? That's going to be copper, right? Assuming we want to find something that's got little hints of silver. Got him. Dominic Legs got lost in code. Yeah, beat me. Oh, we need a better tool to be able to mine. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is we need to go see Ridge, because Ridge is where we get the tool upgrades.
Thank you, Lewin Point, for subscribing for 10 months. Wahoo.
Luon Point just resubscribed for 10 months. Wahoo.
Thank you so much for the resub. Subscribed at tier 2 for 3 months now. That is amazing, but didn't you already... Is Twitch being twitchy? I feel it's doing that thing it does. Thank you so much, Lou. How are you doing? How was your Saturday so far? Soul Blob, gotcha. Arthur Chicken created a ghost account. That sounds like something you can't come back from. I think it is, but feel good alerts. Yes, absolutely. I think I have had that once before too when I've resubbed, and then Twitch just constantly going, look, they've done it that way. And yeah, feel good alerts are what we are all about. This is a fast moving one. Where'd he go? Oh. Oh well, we're going to have a shot. But yeah, thank you so much, Lou. Where we go? We're going to Ridge. Our beloved or future beloved Ridge. Lovage was great and all, but I think I need a full day of sleep to recover. Ridge is speaking some truths there, isn't he? Okay. Hey, we got everything we need for the copper pickaxe. Cool. And the nice thing is, unlike Stardew, we don't have to wait 3 days for him to do the work. Just out for a shower, and I'm going to try to go see a friend on the train. Ah, that's good. Did you decide what to do with Pride? I'm assuming if you're going to go meet up with a friend, you probably decided not to, but I thought I'd check. By the way, for those who were here yesterday, I did go to Marks and Spencer's and buy myself a bunch of treat foods that cost me a small fortune and were definitely far from healthy, and I have absolutely no regrets because I have a nice weekend full of snacks and nice treats. Worried Primate died setting an example. That sounds like a way I would die. She died to prove a point. She proved a point, but yeah, she wasn't here to feel smug about it. Not too. We're both low on edge. Good plan. And if you're still seeing each other, you're going to have a good time anyway. I know at least my local pride. It looks like a ton of fun. And it also looks a lot. I suspect a lot of people have an amazing day and then kind of burn out for the rest of the weekend. Time? Good. It'll be good. We'll have a bloody... Yeah, that's the key thing. Okay, we can't open the... open, even. Smash, whatever. Words are hard. Who we called? Agnes Renfeld, whirled into oblivion. That's not a good way to go. I'm okay. I went to the gym this morning, so that was good. Have to admit, I wasn't crazy keen to go to the gym. I'm still trying to get into the habit of it being just what I do. So it took a little bit of effort, but I went, had a good arm session. This will sound like such a small win given how long I've been going to the gym now, but I got to set up the Smith machine on my own. Because at my gym, when my trainer's there, he'll often set up a Smith machine with me kind of backing him up. But a lot of the time when I go to the gym on my own, somebody else is using the Smith machine, and I end up never using it. But this time round, I was kind of doing some other things, and the gym was pretty busy, and I looked over and realised nobody was using the Smith machine. And I don't believe I have ever seen that happen before. And so I went and set up and did some bench presses with it. And it felt good. It felt kind of satisfying to do something different on my own. But yeah, my arms are aching now. Perfect case in point, earlier in the stream, the green screen wasn't quite fully up. So it was looking a little bit weird. Because my arms with the lifting just kind of went, don't do that. Yeah, thank you. It was good. It's kind of still a little bit frustrating because I'm still trying to get back up to strength. So I'm having to kind of drop the weights a little bit compared to what I was doing before. But I'm trying to remind myself consistency. Consistency is going to be key on that front. I'm going to get back up to scratch. And I've gone back to upping my protein because that lulled a little bit. 3. Okay. So I'm trying to do all the right things and still buying the snack food in Marks and Spencer's. But I'm trying to make sure when I eat well, I'm good. Now back at the gym on Monday. Oh, I hope that goes well for you. And remember, like I've learnt the hard way, you are going to have to catch up a little bit. I mean, you will because of muscle memory and, yeah, all that good stuff. But I was surprised. I mean, I only had 3 weeks off, and I was surprised how much fitness I'd lost. Well, not fitness, kind of obvious strength. Having said that, you're stronger than me, I think, so hopefully we'll catch up faster. We're low on energy. We might as well just stand and stare, haven't we? Yeah. But yeah, it was good. I'm going to be back Tuesday. I'm aiming to go Tuesday, Thursday, and at the weekend. Before my ankle, I was going 4 times a week, and I was just going on my bike on a Wednesday. So I might try and do that this week. Because there shouldn't be any pressure on my ankle. I'm forcing it to be 30 minutes max. Good start. 5 kilo dumbbells max for 2 weeks. Movement focus for 2. That sounds like a really good, healthy plan. I mean, you'll get loads done in 30 minutes. And 5 kilo dumbbells, I mean, depending on what you're doing, that can be pretty hard. Besides, you know, bench pressing and chest press and pec deck and things, when I was using dumbbells earlier, I was using 6 kilo and 5 kilo ones for lateral raises and front raises. That went okay. My best of lateral raises at one point was 7.5, but I think that was a particularly good day. So I'm not expecting that to come back just yet. Because ultimately that's the thing, we will have good days and bad days. I've heard horror stories of people starting back too fast, so I will not be one of a good plan. Yeah. Sensible. Very sensible. So I'm just looking at my finger. I have a little scar on my finger from when I accidentally cut it open with a knife. And I think I did something at the gym that means it's, I don't know, it's a bit raised and noticeable, and I don't know what I did. I caught it on something. I finished off with some sit-ups, which obviously don't involve my finger, but I remember I was moving my mat around, and I think I caught it slightly. But it's okay, it's just scar tissue. It's just a bit weird how it's kind of noticeable again. I don't know why. Do we need anything else today? I think we'll rest and then... Wait, did we have... Oh no, we gave copper bars to Rich. That's okay, we've got them. Yeah, that's good. Okay, we'll get some rest. But yeah, I'm hoping getting back to the gym regularly is going to get me back on track, because I felt very inconsistent in life lately. Granted, the car stuff has definitely not helped, but the car stuff isn't getting solved overnight, so I could do with trying to find some consistency and routine again. Okay, we gotta pet the cat. I demand affection. I will not accept bargaining. I do accept snacks, however. Let's get petting. Max strength for the healed staff post-op is 3 to 6 months average. How far out are you now, Lou? It's only like a month, is it? Is it about 6 weeks? I'm trying to think. Your ankle has to heal, and I know you're being careful. Yeah. A different situation, but weirdly, my healing time is also 3 to 6 months. I mean, it depends on what I'm doing. Oh, it's a card. Because, for instance, like, I'm fine. Well, I'm not fine now, but I'm walking well with a limp. I know that sounds like a kind of contradictory thing. But I know, for instance, running is going to take a while. And I'm not going to try running till September. But I'm not expecting to be at full running ability until, I don't know, 6 weeks and a day. I thought it was about 6 weeks. Yeah. So you got a good plan, Bill, going back to the gym just a little bit. Because you've also got to balance out your sanity, haven't you? Because for me, it has already made such a difference that I am able to walk, go on my morning and afternoon walks. That's the wrong way, isn't it? Yeah, that's okay. Not bad. Yeah, it's that constant battle of what does my body need, but also what does my brain need? Sanity's need, yeah. That's what I found. Even though I'm far from perfect mentally right now, to use the cliche, but use my catchphrase when I'm not helped by the car, but being able to walk around is really helping me brain-wise. Ankle height ballet is another 2 weeks. It's not too bad. That's gonna fly by. I had to, not at the gym, after the gym, I had to somewhat stand on my tiptoes. That was a bit of a test, because I got home and we have a hanging basket outside our house. It's not as pretty as it sounds, because it's a hanging basket, it needs replanting. And so my mum asked me a couple of days ago if I could grab it for her, because it's quite high up. And I swear I used to be able to do it where I'd stand on a stool and then tiptoe and grab it. And of course today, I couldn't stand on tiptoes quite as much as usual, and it was a lot of effort. And there was a neighbour a couple of doors away that was chatting away to somebody else. I think, I don't know them particularly well. Like, we'll say hi in passing. But I think they were kind of looking at me trying to get this hanging basket down, and they're quite tall, and I think they're probably trying to think, should we go ask her or not? And I managed to get it off without anything happening. Tiptoes is hard. Yeah, I haven't worked out how I'm going to get the hanging basket back up, because I've got it off the hook, so that my mum wants to replant it, and I was thinking, how am I going to get it back up? And I don't know. I think I'm going to have to go find a little step ladder or something. But it's kind of, you feel self-conscious because it's right outside the house. So you have all the neighbours walking past. Which is daft, because, yeah, who cares? But I do a little bit. Takes time, yeah. Yeah, my ankle's doing well, but I didn't realise till yesterday. I was saying to my mum about how, oh yeah, because, I'm not really walking with a limp anymore. My mum looked at me and went, yeah, you are. You were definitely walking with a limp, and I'd somehow not noticed because I thought I was hiding it well. I thought I was kind of masking that I was limping because it's not as pronounced a limp as it used to be. And then she just kind of bluntly went, "You definitely got a limp. It's less of a limp than it was because before it looked like you could barely walk, and now I'm limping." And I honestly had no idea. There you go. On the plus side, I must look really hardcore at the gym because I must be limping around still going, I'm going to go lift these weights. Sometimes sitting down. Anyway, Samuel. Hey, wait. There's a person with a cardboard box in their head. Oh, they've run away. That was not expected. What just happened? I'm not sure. I think it was Solid Snake in a dress. I've seen her around here a few times before, but every time someone tries to approach her, she runs off. I don't know what she's dealing with. She seemed really frightened. Yeah, I guess she's terrified of something, or someone. I wish I knew what it was. Do you think she's in danger? I don't know. I wish I could reach out to her, offer some kind of support. It's not easy being different in this world. Must be tougher. Yeah, she's got a cardboard box on her head. No worries, Luca. Take your photo. Yeah, it must be tough for her. Yeah, I can only imagine what she's going through. Anyway, I should finish up for the night. Take care, alright? Okay, was not expecting to see a woman with a cardboard box on her head. I'm not judging, I just want to check she's okay. Let's go ahead to... not Ridge. We need to go ahead to the Web of Wonder. The 7. Okay, we are early, but only just. Chat, I hope you are having a lovely day. I hope you have good games in your future. I hope you have good snacks in your future. I hope you have good relaxation in your future. Hey, Baconi, how are you doing? Hey, Sabrina. Noel handed me his birthday wish list months ago. As expected, it was several pages. Oh, he is so egotistical. Let's give her the bars. Did you get everything? Thanks, Hallie. This is exactly what I needed. I'll get to work on fine-tuning this extraction device right away. Drop by the shop tomorrow. I should have it up and running by then. We have achieved. We have actually achieved things. Try to go for a walk. It kept raining. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, bad luck. I have to admit, I miss rain. It hasn't rained here in a long time. But I can guarantee you when it does eventually rain here, I will probably still go, oh, that sucks. Be careful with that limp. Yeah, Lou. I'm making sure I'm following the advice, which is, it's okay if it's a bit swollen. At this point, my ankle is going to tell me if I've done too much. Basically through sharp pain and other obviously bad things, really. It's just weird how I kind of didn't realise I had a limp. I am trying to make sure I'm walking correctly, because I know from past experience you can end up trying to avoid that part of your foot a little bit too much, and then you lean in and then you cause problems with the rest of your foot. So I'm working on that side. Bed and Breakfast starring Ludo. Oh, hey, Hallie. If you're looking for Ludo, he's still in Slumberland. Must have had a late night, huh? Something like that. He's out cold. You'd have better luck waking up a rock. Okay. This kid, I swear. Sometimes I wish he would focus on something for more than 5 minutes. He's got a lot of potential. If only he didn't think he could just coast through life on naps. Anyway, I've got to run. Feel free to attempt the impossible. Let's go wake up Ludo. Oh, he's fallen asleep with a piece of pizza? Or cake? I'm not sure what that is. Ludo! 5 more minutes. Unless the vampster with a monocle comes back, then I'm up. He had serious opinions on taxis and butterflies. Okay. Wake up. Tell Dad I'll finish my homework tomorrow. Wake up or I'm eating your pancakes. Yeah. What? Who? Why are you screaming? Someone had to wake you up. Fair enough. Next time, maybe skip a battle cry. The battle cry of I will eat your pancakes. Wait, what time is it? Dang it, I had a whole plan for today. Blanket fort, cereal smorgasbord, possibly writing my vampire surf rock opera. Oh, chat, doesn't that one sentence make you really miss being a teenager again? Assuming you had a decent teenagehood. But, oh, that sounds good. I thought it was eggs on toast. But I don't know. Maybe? Hold on. You can't expect a guy to tackle such epic plans on an empty stomach. How about some pancakes? You'll cook? Wait, why am I offering a cook? Oh, this is because I'm just trying to charm Ridge, isn't it? They're good-looking pancakes, though. That nap was exhausting. I could definitely use some fuel. What were you dreaming about? Oh, it was wild. There was a tax office haunted by butterflies and a vampster-led uprising. Seriously, 10 out of 10 dream. I'm hoping for a sequel. Whoa, these look incredible. Happiness had a scent. It'd smell like this stack right here. Thanks, Hallie. I could get used to this breakfast routine. Do not get used to it, Ludo. How's breakfast? No. Cool. Good. I'm glad you like them. Like them? I'd write an opera about them if I were more awake. Okay, well, we kept him happy, as pancakes do. Okay, we mostly came to see Ridge, but we'll just say hi again to Ludo. Finally, a new Nocturna opponent. I'm kind of overbeating the other knight all the time. Think you can take me down? Then hit me up any time. Okay, let's have a go at the card game. Finally, a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary. I still don't see how this is as simple as just biggest number wins. Surely there's a bit more to it. I mean, you can check if they've got any ability. Oh, look at that cute little werecub. He's so cute. We're going to use the scholar. New card ability discovered. Has +2 for every other werewolf you have in play. Have I got any abilities? No. Oh, we can use the almanac. We'll do that. We'll get some more cards. Card ability. Has +3 when you have another friend in play. You're lucky I blinked. Oh, good. We still just about won. Okay. I'm going to use the 6. Let's see if I'm just seeing if we have any other abilities. No. We use the 6 and then we use the almanac to get a whole bunch more cards in one go. Okay, we're still ahead. Got another 6 to choose from and a 5. Oh, you can't go around. Okay. Anything from these guys? Nope. Pretty good. 13, unlucky for some, but not us. Try not to collect too much. Hey, we won. It still feels so simple. I suppose it should be, but it was weird. Looks like I can lose sometimes. Take this card. I have an Alpha Wolf card. Okay. Hey, Jezza! I took Evie out for a walk this morning, and she actually walked really well. And when we got back, she actually wanted to play for her first time in weeks, so she's had a very light play. It would love. Oh, that's amazing news, Jezza. So hopefully the anti-inflammatories are working. That sounds really promising. Yeah, that's got to be the most promising news you've had so far. Fingers crossed. But that's a good idea that you made sure you only had a little light play of her so that if she's still a bit sore, you won't go backwards. How are you doing otherwise? Whenever you got to go back to the vets, is it something in my head thinks it's the end of the next week? So that's a good amount of time to see how things are going. Weird question, but there's a logic to it. Is it a little bit cooler where you are now? I'm wondering if maybe the heat kind of inflamed her joints a bit. I don't know. It's in another 10 days. It's cool. Maybe. So maybe a mixture of anti-inflammatories and it being a little bit cooler has helped soothe her joints. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm just thinking how the heat messes up my joints. But either way, that's really good news. I'm glad. You deserve that bit of good news. I know it's been a really big worry for you all this time, but very valid reasons. Well, as part of a full moon, isn't a headache. It's cleaning all the hair up after. Poor Ridge. Ridge has realised it's a difficult life to be a werewolf. Let's give him a flower. You know, I'd never get this for myself. Oh, but I really like it. Oh, good. Good. We're in. Yeah, I just wondered if the heat might have an effect on her. But like I said, very far from an expert, but just thinking just how my joints work. Because my joints keep being a little bit rubbish in the heat. Also, for instance, my ankle keeps swelling up at the moment because of the heat. So, I don't know. Where are we at? I always forget which one it is for Howling Marshes. I think it's this one. I'm gonna Google. I want to get it right. It is just north of the main town and east of Moonlight Pines. So yeah, I think it is that one up the top. Yeah, it's the green one up the top. Okay. Good, we're on track. And how are you doing on my whole Jezzy? You look like you had a really good night the other night. I like the music video of your friend's band. It was my kind of music. Okay, just keep going north. Yeah. Hey, Brooke. I walk these paths so often I could do it blindfolded. Do you think he meant that in a nice way or in a I'm so bored I keep walking these same paths all the time? Okay, we are looking for Ridge's axe. So we're going to try and do it in an organised manner. Because I don't know how it's going to pop up. So we'll just kind of wander where we can. Let's pick up our flowers. I'm doing very well. And yes, I had a lot of fun. Everyone was so nice and chill, and it's just a really good time. A very good time. Yeah, looked at it. And I didn't think about Evie at all, which sounds harsh, but I knew she was safe with my mum. Yeah, that makes... I mean, ultimately, it's good to take that break, because it is exhausting when you're thinking about loved ones and worrying. It's a lot. And obviously, you want to do it. You know, you're not begrudging it or anything, but it's good to take a break. Crucially, it's good to take a break when you know somebody else is looking out for them. So yeah, totally within your rights to not think for a bit. Because we all kind of forget the mental bandwidth involved in worrying about stuff. Got him. Tom Stoneward, drowned in a puddle. Ooh, that's a rough way to go. Hey, Death. Drablam handed me these colourful rectangles. He insisted they had a specific purpose. After some study, I believe I discerned some rules of this nocturnal game. Oh, Nocturna. Okay. And I must admit, I've grown quite competitive. If you wish to acquire the cards I hold, come challenge me any time. I will at some point, Death. Right now, I'm trying to find an axe for Ridge. But yeah, I think in particular, when you're worrying about something, I think it is often more tiring than doing something physical. Because you can't switch it off. Like, if it's something physical, you can just sit and rest and recuperate. If your brain is racing and worrying about a whole bunch of things... Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're kind of stuck. It's very hard to just switch your brain off. At least in my experience. Because not the same, because it's just a car. But that's how I've been lately with a car, because it's very regularly on my mind, whether it's trying to chase up, you know, getting it fixed and stuff, or whatever. But it'd be very nice to just switch it off. Which at some point it will. Okay. Is that the axe we need? Hello, little guy. I think we have to collect you at some point, but not yet. Nah, probably not. Let's check what it actually says in my clue. Oh, it's a handsaw, not an axe. Okay. That slightly changes things. But yeah, brains are very good at ruminating, even if you can't actually solve the thing, because I think it kind of gives you a sense of control. So when you're worried about, say, a loved one, there's something in your head that thinks, well, if I keep worrying about it all the time and totally fixate on it, that will somehow help and I will fix the problem faster. And that's very rarely the truth, unless you suddenly have a breakthrough and it's something you're able to fix, which, in the case of Evie, unless you're a vet, not really. But I think it all gives us a sense of control. Because ultimately, people really need to feel in control. Okay, we're going to leave the marshes if we go this way, I think so. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll be tempted to Google. I shouldn't. It's a weird one. While playing Stardew, I was very solidly going, I'm not going to Google anything, but I don't feel that quite so much here. Hey, little fishies. We got... Wait, what did we... Huh? That's better. We got a brickle, an uncommon fish found in the howling marshes. Okay. Everyone loves a brickle, right? Too far. I'm going to try and catch this fish. One more. There we go. Another brickle. Okay. I wonder where a handsaw could be. Yeah. I think we're going to take the cowardly route. I'm going to do a quick little Google. So I'm guessing ridge handsaw is going to be the answer to all my prayers. If I can type. Why can I not type today? There we go. We got there in the end. Okay. It's just on one of the mini islands. Somebody found it under a bush. Mine was also under a bush by the entrance next to Luna's seat stand. I mean, I think it's random. I didn't realise bushes were a good thing to destroy. Let's go try the seat stand idea. This is why you don't mislay your tools, chap. Stuff grows, gets lost. You've missed out on a valuable handsaw. Okay. Let's head back down to where Luna's going to be. I guess if this is the kind of area it has been for somebody, it is very hidden. Timber! Properly. Ooh, can we dig that up? No, okay. So, chat, how's your weekend looking? What exciting plans have you got for the next few days? Anything good on the horizon? Tomorrow I am getting up early to head to the coast. Not all day, just for the morning really. I want to get there ahead of the tourists. I'm gonna go for a nice walk and/or limp. Get a nice coffee, maybe a cake. Definitely some kind of breakfast. There's a few places that do breakfast there. And then come home, probably late morning. And to be honest, probably have a good nap. Hey, Slagnatius. How are you doing? I'm just there mentally thinking, oh, it's not too early, Slagnatius. I mean, it's early, but it could be worse. So I hope you got a bit of sleep. Heard that. That was me when I lived in York. Always had to get into town to do the shopping before the tourists arrived for the day. Yeah. My city is not my own when it's tourist season. And it's actually meant I have learnt to love the beaches and the coast and things in the winter. Because it's so quiet. But in the summer, particularly the summer holidays, yeah, it's going to be busy. So I'm aiming to get to the coast, which luckily isn't that far a drive, before about 8 AM. Park up. There's some nice places to walk and stuff. There's a cafe that opens at 9. So yeah, have a nice kind of leisurely morning once I get there. And then go from there. I was going to go to a water park today, but now we're under an air quality. Oh, that's not good. I'm trying to get up at 6:30 AM each day now. Early enough to have time before the kids, but not so early I hate life. Yeah, I see that. I keep waking up between about 6 and 5:30, and once in a while I wake up just after 5. I can't do 5. 5 just means by about 9 a.m. I just want to sleep. But 6:30, I know what you mean. I mean, I haven't got kids, obviously, but I can see the benefit of, you wake up at 6:30 and you think, ooh, the whole day is ahead of me. That's quite nice. But if there's a 5 in it, no. Just no. Just no. Totally no. See if we can plant some seeds before we run out of energy. But yeah, tomorrow will be a bit of a busy morning, but it'll be worth it because it is truly the kind of area that if I got there for, say, 11 or even 10, parking would be a pain. I'd be cute. There's only one road into where I'm going, and it would be not fun. I would end up a grumpy person that goes, I hate driving amongst the tourists. Because I do. I'm not, oh, it's raining, I don't need to. Yeah, I'm not even apologising about front tourists. Tourists kind of suck. I'm sorry, tourists. I know we are all tourists at some point. But they get them away. My dad got up. Oh, thank you for the watch streaks, Lugnatius. My dad got up at 5 a.m. my whole childhood. So it makes me feel like I'm turning into him. Oh, 5 a.m. though. That is brutal. See, when I was a kid, well, throughout life, my parents were never morning people. So I am bucking the family trend. My mum is still not a morning person, because in part that's the thing. If I'm awake from 6, I don't see her for hours. She is not a morning person in the slightest. Like tomorrow, I'm going with her to the coast, and that was the thing. I had to say the idea, and I was there going, "Well, we'll get up early," and then I kind of paused. For you, because it's not early for me, and she's not a morning person, and my dad never was. I think my dad's idea was I had to be a morning person in my army, and he was in my army for a few years, long before he met my mum. And I think he just went, I don't do mornings anymore. That's it. I'm done. I'm just playing some Chrono Trigger new gameplay. Ooh, some overpowered as hell. Just trying to see what different ending I can get. I love being overpowered in a game. There's something really satisfying about thinking, right, I'm a badass. I'm going to annihilate everything. My dad used to do the same when he was on shifts. He'd always leave the house at 6 a.m. and get back from work at 8 p.m. He did crazy hours, but I had such a great childhood. Yeah, those are crazy hours. But that's very good of him. I know there's a neighbour a few doors away from me. I think he does 12-hour shifts, because I'll see his car is gone from kind of 5 or 6 a.m. until, 6 or 7 p.m. every day. And then I'll see him still be playing with his kids in the garden and stuff, and that's impressive. I also have another neighbour, he goes to work about, he hasn't got kids now, his kids are grown up, but he goes to work about 5 a.m. And I don't know, I've become a morning person. I don't think I'm going to work at 5 or 6 a.m. person. He's got undiagnosed ADHD and channels it into be a workaholic. He slept 5 hours a lot of day. Oh, that sounds like me. Well, at least it used to be me, Slugnacious. Throughout a lot of my younger years, I would easily get 4 or 5 hours sleep, and I'd be fine for it. I can't do that now. I have to get at least 7. I'm tired now. And that's because I didn't sleep as well because of the heat. And I gotta get 7. But regardless, I'm still gonna wake up before 7 a.m. I can go to bed at 2 a.m. and I'm still waking up at 7 a.m. Like I stayed up last weekend. Was it last weekend? Yeah, last weekend when England was playing in football. At 10 p.m. And I went to bed about gone 1 a.m. Didn't sleep until about 2 a.m. Still woke up at 6:30. That was not nice. I used to grind levels and JRPGs while listening to podcasts. I love that. I need to do. I haven't played a good grindy JRPG in quite a long time. I played a lot of kind of things you can dip in and out of, which has been useful, but it would be quite nice to get hyper focused on a JRPG. I slept 10 to 12 hours a day when I had sleep apnea. Horrible, restless. Oh, that's not good sleep. No, that's not good quality sleep. I've never been a morning person. I'm okay once I've had a cup of tea, come round, and then have a coffee, one time out of the house. But other than that, it's not my thing. That's fair. To sound really old, I wasn't a morning person until about 5 years ago. So I was 36, and it was, I think it was the Crohn's diagnosis that did it. Because I got diagnosed with Crohn's, then I was on these really heavy-duty steroids for like 3 or 4 months. And the thing with steroids is, if you've ever been on a high dose of them, you can't sleep. You can't settle. It's like being on ADHD. Well, it's like having ADHD on steroids. Imagine what that is like. That's a lot of... I got a lot of game time in that summer because I just flew. I remember I played through all the Halo games like they were nothing. I could have been an amazing speedrunner. But the key thing of this story is I didn't sleep. Well, I did sleep, but I just woke up really early because, I don't know, steroids. I'm just going to yawn now because the gym is starting to catch up with me. But anyway, since then, I've become a morning person. I don't know what happened, because I used to be a 3 a.m. person, and now I'm more likely to see 3 a.m. because I've actually slept for 5 or 6 hours. It's kind of wild. I'm meaning to pick up Rain World recently. I saw it on sale for £8. I'm hoping I don't miss the sale, but if I do, I'm not too fussed. Because it's only £15. I'm not really spending too much money on myself until I know Eevee's. Yeah, that's a good plan, Jez. I'm trying to do that with a car, which obviously the car is less important than Eevee, but financially is a thing. So yeah, I'm trying to be a bit more sensible with my spending. I failed miserably yesterday, because yesterday after the stream I went to Marks and Spencer's, which British people will know is full of very nice food, but is quite expensive. And I treated myself to a bunch of stuff. But generally, I'm trying to be a little bit more sensible. Can only type with one hand now. Not what you think. Lugnacious? Put that anti-nail biting polish on one hand, it's dry. Okay. Everyone kind of side-eyes Lugnacious. Because I'm sure they have got good reason to only type with one hand. But it's the way they immediately went, not what you think. And I was there going, that wasn't what I thought, but I'm thinking it now. Hey, Chloel, how are you doing? How is your nan doing? I hope she's doing better now too. Hope it's cooled down a little bit. Financially, it's a very similar ballpark. Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, I'm trying to be a bit more sensible. To be blunt, I keep wanting to book trips for next year. I'm investing in fun things, and I'm resisting because I need to see what happens with a car. And to be fair, I'm lucky. I've got a couple of trips booked with my mum for this year anyway for birthdays. But yeah. But I failed yesterday. I went and bought a load of stuff in Marks and Spencer's, and it was delicious, and I have no regrets. But I will say, Marks and Spencer's is very expensive these days. His nail polish works. Oh, that's good. Dear God, does it taste awful and linger on the tongue? Sometimes I'll forget it's there, and oh no, I'm going to pick a piece of food off my tooth or something. Oh. No. She's doing better. Oh, I'm glad. There was no power cut yesterday. Oh, that's good. So you just got the text and then nothing. That'll do. At least they kind of overwarned you. I heard that's what they did to a Nintendo Switch cartridge. Yeah, I've never licked a Nintendo Switch cartridge. That's a sentence you don't feel like you have to say a lot in life, but I'm saying it now. I have never licked a Switch cartridge. I have heard bad things. Was it never not? True, Bacardi. It was always premium. It's got more premium. Even as somebody who was recklessly planning on buying a lot of stuff, it was like £4 for a nice dip. And no, that was a lot. I paid £3 for an expensive dip. £4? Channel point redeemed to lick a Switch cartridge. Maybe we'll have to do it when we're having, you know, like a special event stream. That can be one of those sub goals of, you know, I don't know, get to 10 every. I mean, we'll have every 5. I have to eat a Bean Boozle, and every 10 I have to eat a Bean Boozle and then lick a Switch cartridge. Or we could make it a very expensive channel point redeemed. But yeah, there are always Switch cartridges nearby. Death. 50 soul blobs. A commendable effort. Take this. With it you can make your nights flow by ever so swiftly. He's in charge of time, isn't he, Death? Very timey-wimey stuff. But okay, so we have this antique clock. Oh, he already gave us an antique clock. How many antique clocks do we need in life? At least 2, it seems. We found a card and a shoe. Anything ready to pick? Oh, okay. I do like that we can cast a magic spell and it just does all the watering for us. I cannot overstate how useful it is if I don't have to water my own plants. Because I'm lazy. Okay, so we're waiting for her nightshade. We need to go to Web of Wonders. But yeah, maybe at some point we'll have the Switch cartridge redeem lick. What a sentence. As per usual, I have a fair few ideas of what I want to do with a stream in the future, and I need to actually implement them. Of late, I am very good at ideas, less good at implementing. Which I think anyone with ADHD can nod furiously and go, uh-huh, yep, I hear. I walked in for the tail end of that. But I love my fake plants for being lazy IRL. I've got a few fake plants, and yes, I'm with you. I have some very nice, you can't see them because of a green screen, but behind the green screen I have a bookcase that has some fake succulent plants, and they would not stand a chance if they were alive. Hey, Hallie, perfect timing, it's finally done. Now, the way it functions is quite fascinating. It uses an arcane filtration process to separate out raw magical potential, making it more accessible for enchantments and alchemical? I know alchemy. Alchemical, probably, enhancements. Wait, what? Yeah, sorry, no, I murdered that pronunciation, I know. Everyone's having a think. I'll put it in layman's terms. The machine takes moon fruit and squeezes the magic out of it. Oh, got it. Yep, purist nodding. It concentrates that essence into a form that can be used more efficiently in spells, potions, and enchanted food. So it's like a fancy juicer. I think it is, yeah. Good luck with the switching of hands, Lugnatius. I fake grass with real plants. Fair. I have real grass and real plants outside. It's a lot of work. Sure, we'll go with that. Looks like it's done. Here's our first mana essence. That kind of looks like jam. Time for a taste test. No, don't. Don't eat the mana essence jam stuff. Whoa. I feel amazing, like I could cast 1,000 spells and never run out of juice. Wait, it worked? I mean, give it a minute, Noel might collapse and die. We don't know. All on its own? I was sure the raw essence needed to be added to food in order to be effective. Impressive work, Sabrina. We should bring this to Mina. Actually, a great idea. If anyone can bake, make the most of it. It's Mina. I had real grass once. I hated the upkeep, but it might be because it wasn't technically my grass since it was a rented house. Yeah. We have a really long garden because I'm lucky in that way, but it means there are 2 different lawns to cut. And for a while I wasn't well enough to cut the lawns, but this year I've been able to do it. And it's weird, I do find a big sense of satisfaction when I mow the lawn. But on the other hand, at the moment, I'm constantly having to mow it every week. And what with the ankle, it's kind of annoying. But wait a minute, there's somebody hiding behind the table of mana essence. Or maybe it's one of those weird little penguins we have to catch. So I do like having a freshly mowed lawn, but it's a lot of work. Oh no, the nail polish burns in what is apparently a paper cut. Oh, no, Slugnacious. Oh, I bet that's sore. Can't believe you just ate that, Noel. Since you're feeling so energised, why don't we put that to good use for some extra spell practice? Poor Noel. Just to see Matt coming. It's impossible to keep my real grass from turning into real weeds. I'm lucky that our lawn is pretty good, but I know what you mean, because at the moment, because it's been so hot and there's been no rain, the lawn itself hasn't really grown. But you can see where all the weeds are amongst the lawn, because the weeds are growing like crazy, so it doesn't look the best. There you go. Yeah, it's a wound detector, multi-purpose. Just in case you didn't know you had a wound, you can find it. Heat kills some grass, or I cut it too short and suddenly clover. Oh, I wish we had clover. We don't. We just have kind of random weeds. Here, Hallie, take this. You got mana essence. Consider it a small token of thanks for all your help. If you're planning to cast more spells, you'll need a way to keep your mana up. You know, I think Fiona might actually be warming up to you a little. Why don't you try crafting your own mana extractor? I think she's imparted knowledge to us. We have a mana extractor blueprint. You'll need rose quartz. There's only one spot to find it, the Crystal Cave in Moonlight Pines. Be sure to let Fiona know once you've made a mana extractor. It might just help you get into the coven. Progress, chat. Progress. Some people intentionally plant clover now. Kind of looks like a lawn. It doesn't need a constant mowing. Yeah, I have seen that. I do like the look of a regular lawnmower, despite all the work. But it kind of... I do like it. Also, our lawn is like over 100 years old, so to be honest, it's just going to have to stay as it is and just be mowed a lot. So, the Crystal Cave is probably that one or the other one. Okay. Have we got anything we could give Ridge? But you would actually like? Probably not. I love the looks of a regular lawn, but it's too expensive to get in my big yard. And then the abandoned house across the way would just have weeds drifting over constantly. Yeah, that makes sense. My next door neighbours, the ones we don't really get on with, you would not have... When they bought the house, they decided to completely destroy the garden, take out all kind of plant life, and then cover it with shingle and weed membrane stuff. And then basically they didn't have the shingle, so they had a whole lot of plastic sheeting covering all the soil. And if you have very fertile soil, that's not going to cut it. So basically what I'm getting at is it looks like a disaster. And the weeds are like 2 foot high at this point. So I'm sure it's affecting my garden a bit. It's not the end of the world, because, yeah, it is what it is. To be harsh, it's kind of funny, because they put a lot of work into annihilating everything, and then never followed through on the plan. Yeah, I assume they had, I don't know, maybe it ran out of money. I don't know. Probably not, actually, because they bought new cars and since then. But yeah. But their garden is a good example of what our garden could look like. if it wasn't I look after it. Hey, Calandra, how are you doing? Thank you so much for a watch streak. Why do people have to be like that? I don't know. Because they deliberately bought a house with a very big garden, because we have a very long garden that is full of potential, and then they didn't want to use the potential. And I'm guessing somewhere is somebody would have loved a huge garden. So, I don't know. Who knows? I feel sorry for their kid, though, because they've got a little kid, and I'm guessing he would have loved to have a garden to run around, and he hasn't really, because it's kind of like a junkyard. A junkyard covered in 2-foot-high weeds. Anyway, I don't know why my neighbours don't sell. The two sons inherited a house from their mother, but just let it sit for years now. While things like the gutters fall off a house. Imagine having the money you can just leave a house like that. That's wild to me. To not just immediately sell it, basically. I mean, I suppose they could be fighting over who owns it, but other than that, sell it. Oh yeah, definitely. Now, I could name an extensive amount around my area, but that doesn't make it any less stupid. Like the people who move next to a school and then complain about the kids. Yeah, most people do. Yeah, I don't. I wouldn't move near a school. But that's okay. I mean, yeah. I would certainly not complain about it. My town's prices are blowing up, and people from New York City moving here or buying second homes too. We could get a lot of money now, even with repairs. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, we're going to get more money from it than not selling it. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is maybe there's a legal battle going on. Having once spent a lot of time hanging around a property lawyer, stories you hear from rich people. Crazy. Ooh, what's this? This looks pretty. Or not. So, go back to where we needed to go for that cave. Granted, I've never inherited property, so I don't know. Maybe it changes you. What's funny is these people aren't rich at all. I guess they're just lazy. Oh, that's weird, then. Yeah, I don't get that. Or maybe I have enough foresight to keep it as a backup plan. My family moved into a home we inherited from my grandfather when my dad's business went. Yeah, you never know. It might be a backup. It's a curious one. It's going really well, Calandra. I like it. There's kind of a nice steady amount of things to do. But also you can just kind of chill and wander if you want. Having said that, I don't know. I thought that cave would be open. Maybe it's a different cave we need. Maybe it's that one. But yeah, and it's very pretty. It's very cute. Your neighbour's garden sounds like one of mine. Is just full of weeds and a trampoline that no one uses. Because why would you? When it's like that, when the garden's like that, and they have kids who never use it. They're always out, which if I had a garden like that, I wouldn't introduce people to either. Yeah, that is the other thing with the garden. There is a trampoline in it. But it doesn't get used a lot because you'd have to go amongst the weeds. Which, yeah, makes sense. I mean, gardens are really hard to maintain. I'm not saying long gardens are not easy to maintain in the slightest. And yeah, if you've got health problems or whatever, even harder. But they've kind of chosen that life. That life was thrust upon me. That's my excuse. Although, having said that, I keep it in a good state. So how do we get to that one? What am I missing? But yeah, if you actively choose to buy a house with a big garden, you've got to use that garden. Because otherwise, you've just spent a fortune on an expensive... houses with big gardens tend to sell for more. What's up there? Oh, okay. I shouldn't use that emote. Now if I type a message again, you'll know where I am with my phone. Okay, Slugnacious, we didn't notice. Fine, we're not there going robot on the toilet. Okay, we know. Slugnacious, be careful. Be careful with the anti-nail biting stuff. I don't know if that would burn in certain other areas, but it feels like logically it probably would. Be careful. Because what if it's like when you cut chilies? Okay, so I don't know how to get into those places. Give it another go. Wincing if I did. Yeah, that wouldn't. Ooh, no. That seems like the likely place, but isn't open yet. I wonder if I have to unlock it. In which case, what should we do today? Rich kind of likes us, so that's good. Oh, that's good. I didn't realise. Unlike Stardew, look, it tells you everything you previously gifted. So at a glance, you can see the kind of things they like. That is a good touch. That's a convenient touch rather than relying on pure memory to figure out what you're meant to be doing. Okay, chat. While I am trying to figure out how to get to Crystal Cave, I'm going to take a quick little break to have a stretch. Because my joints are slowly building up from the gym. Yeah, much easier than opening my wiki all the time. Yeah, we totally forgot Slugnacious, it's fine. But yeah, I'm going to take a quick little break. Going to stick words on stream on. We'll get ads out of the way a little bit early. So then we're all good. And then hopefully when I come back, we'll figure it out. Or I'll have Googled it on my break. So be right back, chat. Oh, chat, you made me laugh while coming back. Gloel pointing out, how did we all miss anxiety? And you think, yeah, we should have been experts at anxiety. And also poor Slugnatius getting the anti-nail biting stuff in their mouth. I just took a sip of a can of soda. Maybe I got my cam on my fingers. Oh, that's rough. And hey, Arc Editor, I hope you're doing well. But yeah, all of that combined, because I am evil, it was kind of funny to come back to. I did look up where to find Crystal Cave, and to be honest, I'm very glad I did, because it turns out it's a little bit hidden away. And more importantly, I think we're going to need a tool upgrade or two. I'm kind of used to the traditional Stardew way where you're not dealing with a maze. Oh, hey Fiona, don't mind me. Don't fire magic at me. So where was it? Okay, start your farm. Wait, what? The entrance is just west of Fiona's house. But basically we need to get rid of a massive boulder. Start your farm. Use the path in the northeast corner to travel northward. Travel northward into Moonlight Pines. Stay left at the fork and continue northward. Look right as you approach a wooden staircase to find the entrance. Okay. For some reason that still got me lost, but we'll get that done. Game needs a compass or a mini. Yeah, it does. Does need a little bit more, because this is very pretty, but it does need a little bit more guidance, I think. Because otherwise I am left going, I need to get here. How do I get here? I'm doing okay, thank you, Arc Editor. I got back from the gym before the stream, so everything is starting to ache a tiny bit. But in that good way, in that way where you think, I've done good, I've accomplished. Because I've only really been back at the gym fairly recently. So so that is what we're looking for. I don't think I would have spotted that if we did have a right tool. If I hadn't had that guide. That was sneaky. Anyway, that's where we're going, chat. And we did have a right pickaxe. So win-win. Blend in too well. Chopper Ghost got lost in a maze of mirrors. Yeah, I was expecting not that. I was expecting a clearer path. Oh, okay, we need a better tool for the good stuff. Checks out. In which case we probably need to go to the other mine to get copper and iron and other good things. Oh, what's going on over there? Sebastian Rodriguez got stuck in an eternal loading screen. Oh, the horror. Sorry, I'll put you back. I probably have to collect you later. I need to learn what to do with you guys. Squeak. Gotcha. Bram Headless bounced off a hard surface. That sounds rough. Okay, we've got copper ore. But yeah, to get these good things, we need a better pickaxe. I think we're going to have to go collect some iron, which will be at the other place. Chat, you know how I was saying how it wasn't too hot in here? It's like the sun woke up, and obviously it woke up hours ago. But I assume because it's turned to midday, the sun has thrown itself in, and it's now gone up to 26 centigrade in this room. And more importantly, I can feel the fan is pushing out hot air now. I miss early morning. Early morning was great. I had hope early morning that it was going to be a better day temperature-wise. It's gone. Fun times at year. Fan times, in fact. But yeah. Yeah. I'm blaming the heat on why I don't feel like I've been very productive lately. Because it feels like there's been an awful lot of battling the heat. Ooh, what have we collected? Cheese soup recipe. Chat, have you ever decided to make cheese soup from a recipe you had to dig up? I'll try not to judge if you have. I can make no promises. I might judge. Also, is a cheese soup recipe, is it just literally melt a vat of cheese? I'm definitely not judging that one. I'm just wondering if that's what a cheese soup recipe would be. Is it basically cheese dip? What cheese recipe? Cheese soup. That's what we dug up. You don't like cheese? I don't know if you can stay here as one of the regulars, Gloel. If you don't like cheese... Yeah, you were great, but... I don't know. I feel like everyone's going to look at you differently now. I think it is just cheese fondue. Yeah. I'd imagine cheese and milk. Yeah. It's just cheese fondue, isn't it? It's good to have antagonist in the chat. Sorry, Chloe, you become that person. The person that we all just kind of side-eye and go, they seem really nice and cool, and then they said they didn't like cheese, and... I don't know. They seem different. Hey, Sanguru, how are you doing? Do you like cheese? Maybe that's what I need to add to the rules of chat. When you join chat, you need to reveal if you like cheese. And obviously, we're good people. We won't get rid of the people who don't like cheese, but we do need a list so that we know they're there. Oh, an iced coffee recipe. We just need to kind of keep an eye on the people that don't like cheese. For their own good. Hey, relaxing. How are you doing? My daughter doesn't like cheese. I make her sandwiches with just mayo, lunch meat, and pickles. Oh, my whole life view is changing so much. I didn't realise there were so many people that don't like cheese. And I try so hard to not judge. But this is making it hard. I mean, I say that. What did I just judged the neighbours with the garden? But... that's different. They're not nice people. I try not to judge nice people. Although I suppose by that logic, I'm judging people to work out if they're nice people or not. I don't know. Cheese haters live amongst you. Yeah, I didn't realise. Could one of you swap with my mum? Because you see, my mum absolutely loves cheese, but she has an intolerance to dairy. And one of the greatest things she misses by not being able to have dairy anymore is cheese. So it feels like if she could swap with one of the people that doesn't like cheese anyway, is that not a win-win? Although I suppose by you can't have milk or anything either, so it might be a problem. My daughter's friend doesn't like cheese either. When I got us pizza, she ate the crust off her grandfather's pizza. I'm learning so much, chat. I don't like it. I don't like what I've learnt. It feels weird. Now my watch is pinging. It's okay. There's no cheese haters at the door. I just finished watching 2012. Oh, a good film. I haven't seen that in a long time, but I remember I really enjoyed it. I'm guessing the longer it's gone on, the more uncomfortably familiar it feels. I love cheese. Pat's gut. You can stay, Slugnacious. Cheese lovers amongst us, do feel free to bring out the helicopter cheese emote, just so we can count you all. Although I have to admit, when I was a kid, I didn't like pizza. But I realised as I got older, it wasn't I didn't like pizza. It's that I was a pizza snob when I didn't even realise what that was. Because it turned out I just didn't like the pizza everyone kept providing me with, because friends' families would provide me with the cheapest frozen pizza known to mankind. And it meant for a long time I thought I didn't like cheese. Not cheese, pizza. I've got cheese in my mind now. And it turns out, no, I'm just really picky about what pizza I'm going to eat. But when you're like 8, you don't realise. That's called having taste. Thank you for Gigantify, Slugnacious. I was buying the bits to do this when you said to use the emotes. have to. I mean, I'm biased, but out of all the emotes, that is my favourite one. Because that sort of bear looking so happy with a grilled cheese sandwich, and obviously, as a disclaimer, do not feed guinea pigs grilled cheese sandwiches. That is a very, very bad idea. But how happy does that little guinea pig face look? That is a face of pure joy. Oh, we need more charcoal. Where do I get charcoal? Oh, there. Duh. There's me going, where do I get charcoal? And it's literally in front of me. Fun fact, my daughter loves grilled cheese sandwiches. I guess she just doesn't like uncooked cheese. But I think that's reasonable. Uncooked cheese is not as nice as cooked cheese. And it is a very different texture. If I'm putting cheese in a sandwich, I will invariably melt it because that's where it's best. Don't feed your cats milk unless you want diarrhea around the house. Yeah. Also, there you go. Good life advice from Stagnacious. We had a little double whammy. Don't feed your guinea pigs grilled cheese sandwiches. Don't feed your cats I was going to say don't feed your cats diarrhea. Don't feed your cats milk. Also, don't feed them diarrhea, but I don't think you were thinking of that. I can tolerate cooked cheese if it's with something. That's good. That's something. I mean, ultimately, to be very sensible and correct, never tolerate food that you genuinely don't like. We are exclusively just teasing people that don't like cheese. But please, it's okay to not like cheese. There's lots of regular things I don't like eating. I don't like eating beef, for instance. Seemingly everyone likes eating beef. I don't. I just think it's very chewy. I have tried lots of different types of beef. It's not for me. Just no. So, yeah. So, please don't tolerate food because other people expect you to. She's opposite of her friend and picks the cheese and toppings off pizza. Wow. That is wild. And yes, don't feed your cats diarrhea. Don't listen to streamers. They don't know what they're talking about. My kids are picky eaters. I'm the opposite. I like literally everything but butternut squash, zucchini, cantaloupe, and honeydew melon. That's pretty good. When I was a teen, my friend had one of those pizza making parties, and I flat out refused to add cheese. Best pizza. There is a nice little rise of you can get more pizzas that don't have cheese on. I've seen a few. I think they're partly to kind of fit the vegan crowd. But you can get a nice... They exist, is the key thing. But yeah, as a kid, I was a picky eater. And not in the way that most kids are. Because I loved all fruit and vegetables. But if you gave me, say, chicken nuggets... or pizza, or those kind of things that are stereotypically kids' food. I hated all of them. And my poor parents didn't mind in the slightest, they just fed me all that stuff. But my poor parents, when I went to a friend's house, would invariably get a phone call from a parent there going, Hallie won't eat the pizza we've given her. And we tried her with chicken nuggets and she wouldn't eat those. And then my mum would just be like, have you got any carrot? Yeah. Give her a plate full of carrot. And they'd go, what? Yeah, she'll be fine with that. And also, she might start eating the chicken nuggets. You're the opposite of a beige future. I really was. I actually, as a kid, I ate really healthily. I don't so much now. Yeah, I also, my other thing, which probably wasn't that healthy, but was still different from... I used to love mashed potato. Just really loved mashed potato. But as an adult, I'm less picky, but there is still quite a lot of meat I won't eat. That's usually the thing. Meat and seafood, I'm not so fussed. I only eat chicken and very rarely bacon. But otherwise, anything else, yeah, sure. That time of year again. Sun God is coming to town and he's bringing serious heat. Stock up on the strongest, most trusted sunscreen potion under and against the sun. SPF 9001. Guaranteed to keep your beautiful undead complexion flawless when interacting with solar deities. Come get yours now at Web of Wonders. P.S. The included sample is on the house. Apply generously. It sounds a bit drug dealerish, but okay. Okay, let's make some iron bars. And while they're brewing... Oh, are these all ready to collect? They are. Oh, the moon fruit. I don't know what we're meant to do with the moon fruit, but I reckon Ridge is getting a free moon fruit. Because that's how people fall in love with you, isn't it? You give them an obscure fruit. Hey Soul, how are you doing? Okay, it's going to be a hot minute. I do have a lot of moon fruit though. I'm so happy. My celebration went well. People got to earn some sleep badges and I learned a lot. Oh, that's very good. I'm glad it went so well. Got distracted by something by my phone. But yeah, how are you doing overall? All good? Come on, Iron. I've got a new axe to make. And what did you play recently? What have you been playing recently? Pizza bites and a snack. Nice. I have some kind of pizza. Having talked about pizza and cheese a lot just now, I have some kind of weird pizza sandwich thing. I don't know what it is. I bought it yesterday to eat this weekend. I think, looking at it, it's like they've folded a slice of pizza inwards to make it kind of like a sandwich. I think that's probably what it is. It just sounded tasty. So I bought it, and that was it. But I haven't eaten it yet. I'm going to eat it properly for lunch today. Rimworld and Power, nice! I bought Power World a few days ago, and then in predictable fashion have not played it as much as I should. But I am planning to this weekend. You got an axe to grind. Exactly, Slignatius. All of the axes. If you ever want to pop in, thank you. I'm already on one server, so I'll see how it goes. In predictable me fashion, is trying to find the time. But I'm glad you got a good fun server going. In an ideal world, I wish I could just play games every single second of the day. And in one way, I should be able to. Because it's not like I've got much work on at the moment, but somehow the time still keeps getting filled. And not just having to go at car dealers, although some of the weekend is that. Ludo replaced my cat with a tiny replica the other night. That is a good prank. I spent the whole evening wondering why my dogging got bigger. Oh. I'll head over to the market this weekend. I need to check if Snick sells a small version of Ludo's cat to even odds. This is how wars start, chat. Oh, we need money for that. Stupid money. We need 4,000 coins. Okay. We can do that, but that's going to take a little bit of planning. Let's give Ridge a moon fruit, but one of the cheaper ones. Because I think we're going to be selling moon fruit. If it's for me, you shouldn't have. Not that I'm complaining, of course. For someone who could, it gets boring. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Yeah. Not me. I wish I could play games or read comics every single second of the day. Me too. I would be willing to see what it would be like to get bored. Because I do remember that when I was a lot younger. I reckon I could do a good few weeks of just doing that to then discover it is boring. My 20s were mostly doing a quick and horrible job at my work since I could set my own schedule, then doing whatever I wanted all day. Not as fun as I imagined. True. But wouldn't it be nice to just try for a little bit? You don't have to do it for months, just a little while. just to remind yourself that, yeah, you're done with that part of your life. Okay, it was 4,000 we needed, wasn't it? So this is not a sufficient amount. I have a physical disability, so no work, but I miss working. Husband just got oh, I'm glad he got a job, Sol. That's good. Now that I have mental health under control, though, and leave the house, I'm looking forward to early retirement. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe I'm going to retire at 57, 13 years from now. See, that's the weird thing. 13 years sounds like a very long time, and then on the other hand, a part of me is left thinking, that's going to fly by. Especially as you have kids. From what I've seen of people, even seeing my friends' kids, time flies like I don't know what. I would not want another COVID scare, Calandra. I spent all that time, I mean, I'm immunocompromised now, but also my mum was immunocompromised during that time, the whole time. No, that would be terrifying. I just spent that entire time waiting for everyone I cared about to die, so no. I miss for money though. Plenty of time, but not much money. Yeah. Time even flies. It's true. But it does seem to be, I think, when you're able to look at the tangible details, look at somebody's kid, that sounds creepy. When you look at your friends' kids and then think, wow, time is flying by. 13 years ago, I met my ex-wife, and it seems like not that long ago. Yeah, that makes sense. I think, yeah. 13 years is not as long as you would think, while simultaneously being a very long time. It's a nice little contradictory thing. I heard this is the place where we share food and wear funky hats and try not to get chronically ill. Hey, Mr. Wizard, that is it. Yeah, you have summed this place up to a T. How cool are these Nocturna cards? I swear I mostly collect them for the art. Totally obsessed. And yeah, I might have a few rare ones stashed away. If you're thinking of swiping them, then you've got your work cut out for you. Okay, let's have a go. Okay. I'm assuming there is, as mentioned before, there must be more depth to this game eventually, but right now we're just going big numbers. Easy win. Possibly too easy, you probably did. Ooh, we're pulling a Hugo card. I'm mildly impressed. Not other pulling the Hugo card, Elvira. Did anyone bring the garlic mayo? For me, if it is vegan garlic mayo, I will happily take it. Oh my god, I've done okay. Yeah, how the Hugo cards go a bit dark sometimes. Jezza should have pulled this card. I think Jezza is gone now, but I'm just saying Jezza pulls the darkest cards, and I think Slugnacious has just beaten that. So we're going to go in order. We'll go in order of what the cards say. The first one is fine. The second one, well, you'll see. So the first one, do you like it when friends drop by unexpectedly? That's very innocent, isn't it? Do you like it when friends drop by unexpectedly? I'm fine with that. I can't remember the last time it happened, but they are perfectly welcome to do that. No, okay. But yeah, I don't mind. That's fine. I'll leave it a moment before we get to the second question. No, rages and autism. No. Okay, so it's just me that's okay with that. My perfectly planned routine. Okay. Now, I'm a bit worried because this first question has invoked a lot of understandable negativity and everyone being a bit twitchy. Not a fan of there. Now, the problem is, this was the one that felt quite light. And then we have the second one. And that's what makes me nervous. Auto mod. I mean, auto mod, you had a point. Oh, my mouse has run out. And there is not a mod around. Mr. Wizard, you're going to have to wait while I swap batteries. I kind of love that it is simultaneously a very innocent sentence, but Automod went with a totally different idea. My friends live in my pooter. I think Automod thought pooter meant something completely different than what Mr. Wizard was going for. How do I get myself added to a suspicion? No. I'm expected to host them and I have to cook for others and then I have to clean. Oh, I wouldn't bother doing that. My thinking is if you turn up unannounced, you're going to have to put up with if the house isn't perfect, if there isn't food. Yeah, but my thinking is no, I will be very happy to see you, but I'm not going to be pushing my boat out to go full on. It's going to be, yeah, sorry the house is a mess. That will be it. What's your worst memory? Explain in detail. You say this, Slugnacious. Go on. Right. This is the second question. What's really quite funny is not the second question. The second question is not funny, but what's really quite funny is the second question gets very dark, and then the third question is still quite not the best, not the cheeriest. Yeah. Now remember, I need to preface this by the whole idea of a Hugar game, these Hugar cards, is they are meant to be icebreakers for things like if you're on an early date and you want to get to know somebody better and you want to keep the mood light and you just want to get to know them and, have a nice evening. So here's the second question. Where were you when you first heard about 9/11? I repeat, where were you when you first heard about 9/11? These are nice, cozy icebreaker questions. Oh my god, Doc, I know. You see what I mean? That's why when I picked up this card, I immediately saw written down, I think it will probably pop up on camera, 9/11, and I thought nothing, it might be blurry, nothing good is going to come of this. I mean, not that I'm expecting anyone to go weird conspiracy theory or something, but it's wild, isn't it? I'm going to remember that one, the first date. Do you take these to tapas? Not this card. No, you don't. Hi, I'm Brian. Where were you when you first learned about 9/11? Obliterates the ice. Yeah. It'd be a very dark joke of other things obliterated, but who does this on an early date? I've had a few first dates and second dates and, early dates. Nobody's there going, so, so what's your favourite food? That's nice. Did you have a nice childhood? Where were you when you first heard about 9/11? By the way, what do you do for a living? Why do you need my alibi? Yes. In the city centre, watching on the TVs in the window of a shop with everyone else standing around. Ooh, that's rough. I was 2 weeks into my first year of college uni. I was in my dorm and saw it on TV with a bunch of other half-awake guys. All-male dorm, but last year it was all-male. It was 2 hours from, 2 hours from New York City, so it was a bit chaotic. All the cell phone towers failed from everyone trying to call relatives in the city. I was asleep in bed. My mum woke me up. It was about 8 a.m. in New Zealand, about 4 p.m. in New York. So the action was over, but we were just waking up to the news. See, this is my thinking. I mean, it's good that we're all sharing, and I'll share mine in a moment, but this is my thinking of there is no light answer to this question, is there? All it is doing is reminding us all of a really bad thing that happened. Because sometimes with these icebreakers, you can find something a little light from the dark. I think unless you can find somebody that, say, happened to get married on that day, but I'm guessing they kind of wish they hadn't, it's all kind of sad, isn't it? I remember going to uni that day and it was very quiet. I'd never seen anything like it. It really did feel like something out of a movie. Yeah. I still had 2 classes in the morning before the school cancelled them. Yeah, that's the thing. This question is dark, man. I think the world really lost its innocence. Yeah, I can see that. For me, I was 1 week into what we have in the UK is you either go on to, when you get to 16, you go on to either sixth form or college, which is basically where you study from the age of 16 to 18 until you then you might go on to university. So I was in my first week at this new college, and it was a nice place, but ultimately nobody knew each other because we were, well, I suppose technically it was the second week, but we were a week into this 2-year course. Nobody knew anything. We were all only 16, 17-ish. And it was basically, I remember I went home for lunch because of time zones. I went home for lunch and I walked in and my parents were watching TV, and my parents said, "Oh, something awful's happened. A plane's crashed into the World Trade Center." And at that point, it was all terrible accident kind of thing. And I remember watching a bit of it burning, and and my mum going, "Oh, it must be some sort of terrible accident." And then this sounds really corny. As she said, "This must be some kind of terrible accident," the TV camera suddenly watched the second plane go flying into the World Trade Center. And in a really, I can't believe I was this cheesy, but I honestly just meant it honestly. I looked and went, "That's no accident," in a truly deadpan way, in the kind of way that if it was a film, you would go, "That dialogue is so cheesy and so bad." But I honestly did just go, "That's no accident." And my mum looked and went, "Oh, no, that's something really bad, isn't it?" And then I had to go back to college because my lunch break had finished. Um, so I kind of left it with everything smouldering. And then I had an English class. And we didn't do anything. We literally just spent the whole hour talking about it. And obviously back then it wasn't like you had phone updates all the time. I think my I have a vague memory, but I don't know if it's a false memory. I'm sure she brought a TV in so we could see what was unfolding. No, I think weirdly that might have been the news the next day because it was still kind of piecing together what happened the next day. No, on that day, she was just still trying to figure out what was going on, and we couldn't check phones or anything in those days. And then I remember going home and finding out it had gone so, so much worse. But anyway, it's just weird that I was so cheesy with going, "That's no accident," because if I'd seen that in a film, that would have been just such a stupid line, but that was what I said. Um, it's going to be funny to go back to a silly third question. Funny thing is, it's not that silly, the third question, but we will do it. Colleges are confusing because in the USA we have colleges and universities, and all unis are colleges, but not all colleges are unis. Yeah, that's a weird one. That's no moon. Yeah, that's weirdly why I was. Yeah. The moment that second plane hits, you can feel the mood shift. So sure, yeah, because my whole household was just very. "Oh, well, this must just be some awful accident," and "Oh, it won't be as bad as it looks." And then obviously the second plane, and then everything collapsed. Because weirdly, I think after the first one, I swear my dad was making lunch in the room next door. Like my dad was just a bit, "Oh yeah, it's a horrible accident. Anyway, I'm gonna make some lunch." My dad, probably because of his army time, was a little bit more kind of, I don't know. Just kind of not emotionless about it, but a bit more, "Oh yeah, awful accident. I'm gonna go make some lunch." And then obviously me and my mum were standing looking at the second plane go in, and that's when he came out and went, "Oh, okay." I think that makes me feel the oldest is there being grown ass adults walking around born after 9/11. Yeah. I mean, my oldest cousin was 1 at the time. I'm 44 and don't really understand the difference between colleges and uni still. On the plus side, you don't really need to know anymore. I just remember people at my college being very upset that we were trying to make it. Oh, okay. So anyway, now we've kind of totally killed the mood because the chill icebreaker question was not chill in any way. I'm going to have to let Jezza know that we have now found the darkest question of them all. We have the third one, and the third one's kind of mixed. I mean, it's better than what we just talked about. Almost everything is better than that. What would you say are the best and worst things about where you live? So, it's not the cheeriest, but on the plus side, it's not 9/11. That's first reaction would probably be me after the Trump administration hitting my civil service job as my ex-wife left the kids and divorced me and my sibling going into a mental hospital. Yeah, my dad was always, I'm glad he's doing better now, Slugnacious. Yeah, my dad was always, I don't know, he'd seen the stuff in the army. He was just a little bit more, on the one hand, he was very political in a left-wing way, but on the other hand, he was also kind of, I suppose, sadly more accepting that people could do horrible things to each other. That's probably why he was just a bit more, I think, he was on the one hand surprised because of what happened of 9/11, but on the other hand was a bit, yeah, people can be really bad people. Yeah, that checks out. 9/11 is just meh, not that dark. I beg to differ, I think. The best is it's queer, neurodiverse, and full of chill hippies. That's good. Yeah, Mr. Wizard kind of got the difference, but the problem is you can also go to a college in the UK to get A levels, which are the qualifications you need to then go to university. So, like, for instance, the college I went to exclusively did A levels and they didn't do any practical courses. But having said that, in recent years, the college that I went to has switched to doing practical things as well as A levels. So it doesn't quite. Yeah. That's where you get into generalizations painted with broad brushstrokes. But anyway, what's the best and worst thing about where I live? Best thing, I'm able, when my car fully works, I'm able to drive to lots of interesting places. As in, it's not that far to get to the sea, some nice forests, nice kind of other landscapes to explore. Worst thing, where I actually live, you can't really walk anywhere that interesting. I live in a very underwhelming suburb that does admittedly have some issues of crime that it didn't used to have. But I think the better stuff outweighs the worst stuff. Compared to other stuff, it probably is barely a blip. Again, I think everything's relative. I don't think you can rank atrocities in order. Also, please nobody try to do that because you are going to get modded to death for that. But I think it is all relative. We're all allowed to be affected by things. It's not a competition. Because I do know what you mean, but on the other hand, no, it's all relative. We all kind of went, ooh, that was a dark, rough time. And I think that's valid. Worst part is the dueling pro-Palestine and pro-Israel protests between the young college kids and the middle-aged Democrats. Yeah, I can see that. Best, peaceful. People are nice, less urban build-up. Worst, less wealthy, more isolated, lacking the critical mass to find more niche retailers, services. Yeah, I love living here, but I barely know anyone not online anymore. Yeah, that makes sense, Calandra. Retail-wise, where I live kind of suffers on that front too, so I get you. The Leech YouTube edit of tier ranking of natural and man-made design. Yeah. I think the key thing is, and the healthiest approach, I think, to anything bad is you don't turn it into a competition. There are lots and lots of bad things going on in the world, sadly. Like right this second, in the distant, the near past, the distant past, the future, sadly, there are countless awful things. But on the other hand, auto mod, you don't rank them because they're all affecting everyone very differently, and that's okay. It's not a competition. Certainly not a competition anyone wants to win. Hold on, my mouse is being a tiny bit odd. Oh, probably because I'm pressing the wrong button. Here we go. We don't need to compete to hit bomb. No, exactly. It's all kind of relative of. Ultimately, to use the cliche, we could all do with a bit more kindness in the world, and crucially, empathy. That's kind of a thing. So even if you're there, I mean, obviously not in the case of 9/11, but what I mean is, if your friend is having a bad day, don't go, well, it could be worse, it could be this. You show a bit of empathy and go, that sucks, and sympathise. Pooter. I think I'm actually, okay, I'm going to, why is it not showing up on my auto mod queue? But yeah, it's good to not have a competition about it. I don't know why Puta is not coming up, but never mind. I was going to allow Puta through just generally. Protests are generally fine, but there's always one or two radicals, mentally unwell people. Yeah. Rarely does an empathetic statement start with at least yeah. It's just it doesn't help because it's just don't do it. We're all dealing with stuff. There is no ultimate horrific thing. Maybe there is. I don't know what it is, but I don't know because we're all dealing with it also individually. Because also, really bad things can happen and you can handle it surprisingly well. That doesn't make it any less bad. It's just well done. You've handled it well. You picked up the pieces and run with it. But that doesn't make it any better, I guess. Suffering isn't a competition. Yeah, that's it, really. Yeah. Remember to discharge static before sticking your fingers in your. I love the vibe change there. It's all relative too, like income creep. You can make twice as much money as someone, but still be living paycheck to paycheck, and there's always someone worse off. Yeah. Giglet has +1 while you have another friend in play. I mean, for instance, as a perfect example, at the moment, I feel like my money situation is not good because I don't have a lot of it coming in because of my work situation. But on the other hand, I'm also aware that, like, after my dad died, we had the money situation was very dire. I remember once in the UK, you used to be, I think you still can, but you used to be able to get 2-for-1 cinema tickets through one of the phone networks. And I remember once me and my mum were driving to go to the cinema and the code didn't come through, so we couldn't get 2-for-1. And so we couldn't really go to the cinema because we were at the point where we could only afford the one cinema ticket. And because the other one didn't come through in time, it was just, oh, well, we'll just go home. And on the other hand, I mean, there's elements to that story because you can go, well, we have the money to have a car and to drive somewhere. But on the other hand, or another example, I remember I had a bill for something that was about £12 come out unexpectedly. And that was a big problem. And now I'm not in that situation in the slightest, but I'm still there going, oh, but money could be better because I haven't got any money coming in at the moment. So money, yeah, income creep is complicated. But again, past me deserved empathy. Ooh, I can't say present me deserves empathy. No, I can't do that. But what I mean is, it's all different. Yeah, it's all relative. So, yes, Puta is computer. Pretend this was planned. Hey, we won. We won and we had a very complicated, dark discussion about things. We won in every way. Not gonna lie, I'm impressed. This card's yours. My income creeped into my ex-wife's bank account after the divorce. Ooh. At least, see, that's the thing. Rather than going, at least you haven't got this, I was actually going to say, at least I haven't got that. So, which was my attempt at empathy of going, well, actually, see, my problem isn't that big a problem. Plus, the house has cost more than expected. Oh, no, I do have that problem. I know that one well. Because my house still isn't finished in terms of all the things that need doing to it. I was walking home from a broken lamp one night, and I swear I saw one soul blob split into two. I tripped over both of them, I might add. Being Orlocks are drunk, so he's got a lot going on. Have a tomato. Well, it's a gift. I can't say I hate it. Both my cars started making funny sounds, and one isn't accelerating as well anymore. I do know the feeling of the car not accelerating as well anymore. I feel that one in my soul. But it doesn't make funny noises. So there you go. Pugnacious, you win. And I've only got the one. But yeah, that sucks. I hate how these things build up. Like at the start of the year, I had what looked like an annoying but relatively affordable bill to get the electric sorted on the house. And now here I am in July with having had to have significant roofing work done and the electrics, and I'm still waiting for some plastering to be done and a new floor to be set up, and also the car, and yeah. But hey, my health's doing well. Other than my ankle. But what I mean is my chronic health is doing well. Hopefully we're just getting old and creepy like me, but we'll still work well enough. Like me. Good positive thinking. Oh, autocorrect. See, I thought you were just saying you were old and creepy, and I thought, Slugnacious wants to make fun of themselves. They're cool. It's their life. That's an amazing autocorrect. Roofing is expensive. It was. And annoyingly, I had to get done twice. Because the first people were not good people. But anyway, chat, say hi to the old and creepy Slugnacious. They are very nice and creepy. Or creaky. Or both. Kind of roaming to see what I can collect to make some money, basically. Got him. A rose tide. This feels very Animal Crossing. A red flutter. Ricky Mortis hugged an undead. Oh. Yeah, chat. Just as wise life advice, don't hug anyone who's undead. I don't think it ends well. I haven't tried myself, but I've just heard it's not a good idea. See, chat, you're learning so much. You're learning things like don't give milk to cats because it will cause diarrhea, and definitely don't give diarrhea to cats. And also now not to hug an undead. What more do you need to know in life? Fish, come on. Come hither. They did not come hither. Okay, that just scared you. That looks like a better shot. Once it settles and they get bored. Well, not so bored. Interested. So we should only hug the alive or fully dead. Yeah. That's my life advice for you. Wait. I mean, yeah, probably don't hug the fully dead. I don't know. You do what you want with your life. I'm not... Well, I am judging, but also don't. Hey, Miss Rachie. That's for adult cats. Kittens, correct me if I'm wrong, is fine. I think kittens should be still cat milk, though, shouldn't it? I mean, I suppose if you've got a cat that is going to die anyway, it's worth a go. Kitten, even. I don't know. How are you doing, Miss Rachie? Do not hug the dead. It's unhygienic. I don't know. It depends how long they've been dead. Wait, we're going down a really dark route again, chat. Let's veer away from that. We'll just assume. Crucially, only ever hug anyone with consent. If you can't get consent, such as if they're dead, probably don't hug them. I think that's a good rule of thumb. Consent for hugs. Oh no, air quality is going in for purple coding today. That doesn't sound good. If we could choose any takeaway meal for tonight, what would we choose? Ooh, chat, what would you choose? If I could choose any, I think I would enjoy a very nice Indian takeaway. I haven't had an Indian takeaway in a very long time because basically the delivery place, I'd have to order such an expensive amount of food just for me that I can't justify doing it. But I would happily have an Indian takeaway if I could. Ben Rosemurky hugged a haunted teddy bear. See, chat, we don't want to go back to the earlier issue, but only hug with consent. And that haunted teddy bear clearly did not offer consent. Tikka masala. Yeah, that's an okay choice. I'd go spicier. But tikka masala is a solid choice. Severe thunderstorms. I guess for water park trip, yeah, probably don't go near water. Not while there's a thunderstorm brewing. I'm thinking the same, but I'm nauseous, so I need something mild. There's always a butter chicken. I like a butter chicken. I generally go spicy because I like really spicy food, but a butter chicken is very tasty. Ethiopian. I've never had Ethiopian. I'm not even sure if there's an Ethiopian takeaway near me. I reckon I would give it a try. Tikka masala might also be a good bet if you feel nauseous. Because that's nice and mild, but tasty. Yesterday I was telling a streamer I missed that from... Yeah, see, I think Ethiopian is a bit annoyingly limited. Probably something Asian, though Indian sounds nice too. Hey, Alicia. Yeah, I would also be very happy with Thai. That would be quite nice. Partly wrong. It's not normal milk. It has to be either the cat prepared milk or milk that doesn't have much lactose because they're also lactose. Yeah, that makes sense. Ethiopian is cool if you don't have an issue eating with your fingers. You can also use bread to sop up the food. Yeah, I'd probably go for using bread because also you get to eat bread then. So that's a win-win in life. Place near me, you can add as much spice as you want. That's good then. I think I only because of the kind of food I like, I would go with something else. But I do love the sauce of masala sauce. I like things like a Boona or jalfrezi or even maybe a vindaloo. Funny thing is, I spent in the UK, I don't know if other Brits find this, stuff gets ranked as spicy when it is not spicy in the slightest. We are so scared as a nation of spice. Like yesterday, I bought this cheese dip that was spicy nacho cheddar, spicy nacho cheese dip, and it had 2 little chilies out of 3 chilies, so 3. So you'd think, oh, that's going to be quite spicy. It was not spicy in the slightest. There was literally no... It was a nice cheese dip. There was absolutely no spice. And I spend an awful lot of my life quietly going, that's not spicy. It's got a nice flavour to it, that's not spicy. British spicy. Yeah, British spicy is the way. And it's slow... I mean, I've got used to it, but it's so nice when I go somewhere it does actual spicy. Oh, ginger would be a good choice. Yeah. Good call. Can only have one food forever. It'd probably be Japanese. Variation and healthy options. Yeah. Oh, paratha or Peshwari. Oh, I miss having Indian food. Bread is really cool. It's got air pockets and like smudge. I don't know that. I haven't eaten a lot of Japanese food. I love lamb vindaloo. Good call. I got Indian food in Amsterdam. I'm away to try to warm me off ordering the lamb vindaloo 3 or 4 times. Probably thought I was British. Thank you for hydrating. I have genuinely had times where I've ordered something and somebody will say to me, oh, it's really spicy. You know, it's a really big warning. And then the amount of times I've ordered it, then started eating it and then gone, I'm a little bit disappointed now. I was expecting really spicy and this is what I've got. Oh, Ethiopian for sponge bread. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I hate it when you're warned that something is really spicy and you eat it and go, it's nice, not spicy. I've been experimenting with purple stuff. Sabrina calls it mana essence. It's been a game changer for my baking. The food I've made with it has been a huge hit. No one can't get enough. I've even compiled all my recipes in a cookbook, chat, cookbook. Mina's got a cookbook. I've been thinking, jam makes everything better, right? Yeah, sure. I use it all the time in my cupcakes, and it really takes the flavour to the next level. If you get a jam maker, you can turn all your lovely produce into the most delicious jams ever. Trust me, you'll love it. I attached a jam maker blueprint to this letter. Let me know how it goes. Can't wait to hear all about it. Ooh, Chat and Mina are both trying to make me hungry. Lamb vindaloo was really spicy and really good. The waiter came over concerned to ask how I was. I said it's really good with tears and snot running down my face. I know years ago, blueprint. Pillow Cat House blueprint, just before the pandemic hit. Oh, another blueprint. Poor rug blueprint. There was a really good street food stall that I used to go to quite a lot. And they did Indian food, but they did it kind of street food style. So you could get curry, but you could also get really nice wraps and loaded fries, and there was quite a bit of variety. But the key thing is, when they did spice properly. They did it authentically. And I remember the place at first, when they didn't really know me, were there going, "Oh, it's going to be pretty spicy." Yeah, that's fine with me. And then as they gradually learnt, I really liked spicy food. I think I somehow got kind of seen as, oh yeah, she's the real one. She's there going, give me all the spice. And after a while, they did finally get to a point where it was even a little bit spicy for me because they would put so much hot sauce and things in it. But I loved that food. Somewhere amongst the pandemic, they moved to a premises. It was never quite the same, which was a shame. It was still good food, but I don't know. It lacked a certain. It wasn't quite as spicy. I think it turned British spicy, simply put, which was a slight shame. I debated if snot or mucus was less gross for that sentence. Both seem bad. Yeah, I don't think there was a good result there for you. I think both were a problem. But you did convey it well. My job has, at least one time, the most diverse workforce of any federal agency. I hung out with mostly Desi South Asian friends in my 20s, and my big source of pride was liking my food spicier than them. Oh yeah, I would be proud of that. When I was growing up, my friend, her parents were from India. She was born here, but they were from India. And every once in a while, they would cook authentic food. And it was so good. It was so much better than any Indian food I've ever seen. I don't even know which region of India it was from, because back then I didn't realise that made a difference. But that food was the best Indian food I'd ever had. I wish I asked her one time. Her parents are sadly no longer with her. But I would like to know if she kept any of the recipes, because for years her parents would always say, oh yeah, we'll have to teach you some of the recipes, and then you know what life's like. Stuff happens. And we didn't, and then sadly they both died in recent years. They also said I'm an honorary Desi when I started budgeting heavily and got frugal. It's funny to be around people making jokes they can make, but you can't. Slightly differently, but I know Crafton will regularly say to me, if I'm being cheap about something, he'll go, "Oh, you're being an honorary Dutchie," because for Dutch I'm meant to be very frugal too. And I'm quietly a little bit proud of that. When I'm being a little bit frugal and a little bit cheap, there's a part of me going, I'm being Dutch. Let's make some red wine for drunk. Hey, free cat dude. Yes, the small hands. There used to be an Indian place near my college called Little India. And we knew a guy at work there, and he told us they had a secret menu that we could order with an especially spicy version. Ooh. Me and my friends ordered it. It was pretty good. Very spicy. Just for spicy hit, like, after eating, so you could still feel the taste. But oh boy, our stomachs were gone after. Oh, I bet. One guy, unfortunately, couldn't handle it and was puking on the way home. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Because, yeah. Weirdly, despite the whole Crohn's disease business, my body can handle spice way better than it probably should. It's like the Crohn's just looks and goes, well, we're busy trying to destroy your entire digestive system, but we don't care if you just let some spice in. That's not our problem. So I'm lucky in that respect, because I do know people with Crohn's who can't eat spicy food, and I would genuinely be devastated if I become one of those people. Because I need spice. I am a person that will add hot sauce to anything at the moment. I was used my lack of picky eating and my obsessive need for praise, thanks parents, to eat the most authentic things I could. Vietnamese pho, I cannot speak. Throw all the tripe, tendon, etc. Oh, yeah. That's like I said earlier, I'm picky when it comes to meat. I will eat any fruit or vegetable, I don't care in the slightest, or a whole bunch of other things, but I can't do weird meat. Still love spicy food. Sadly, my stomach says, hey buddy, you got gastric, sit back down. Oh, that sucks, Baconi. It's a strange thing seeing people walk away with my work. I imagine a mother wolf feels the same watching her pups leave the den. Glad Ludo's still living with me. What do we basically want to give him something nice. We'll give him a blood grape. My English actually born there grandmother gave my dad tongue and brain growing up. My dad growing up had a lot of tripe, I know. And liver. He had a lot of liver. Even when I was a kid, I remember he would sometimes cook liver and onions, and my mum would complain because she hated the smell of it. Well, Hallie, did Ludo tell you I liked these? Thank you, I'll put it to good use. But on the other hand, my dad, because he was a lot older, well, he was 10 years older than my mum, he grew up when rationing was still around. Because technically, he was born a couple of months before the Second World War ended. And then they still had rationing for, like, I don't know, it was till the early 1950s, I think. So, food was very different for him. He didn't like spice. He didn't like even garlic, because they just didn't have that when he was growing up. But they did have a lot of really awful, or should I say awful. Maybe a cow brain explains why my dad is so odd now. He's actually sane for someone with mad cow disease. Samuel, I came across a soul blob in a wine cask the other day. Guess we found Orlok's soul. That is brutal but funny. I'll make use of it, I suppose. Oh. I gave you good grapes for nothing. What quest did we get? Okay, so we need to make that 4,000, don't we? We're drying out the nightshade powder, so we're getting down that front, but we still need another 1,000. Yeah, 1,200. I think we're going to go buy some seeds from Luna. I think that will make us good money. I don't mind liver, just a lot of places don't clean it properly, so it has that taste still on it. I have never tried it, so I don't know what that taste would be, and I suppose it's a don't knock it till you try it, but I also hate the smell too, so I think that probably tells me all I need to know. Hello? Oh, it's the cardboard box woman. Hello? Don't hurt me. I won't hurt you, I promise. Oh. I don't know where I am. I think I'm lost. Don't worry, you're safe here. Safe? I didn't think anywhere was safe. Can I... Is it okay if I come out? Of course. You sure? Please don't laugh. I wonder why she's wearing a cardboard box. I'm Hallie, nice to meet you. Your name is Hallie? That's pretty. I don't think I have a name. No one ever talks to me. I'm hideous. Oh, I bet she's not. No, you're not, I promise. You mean that? Don't lie. No, don't come any closer. I can't. Okay, well, we'll get to know her eventually. Okay, so we're going over that way. There's a soul blob. Give a soul blob. We got Philip Legrand, cuddled a bear myth. Oh dear. There you go. Another life lesson, everyone. You know what not to cuddle. Feels like that temperature has increased again. Yeah, it's 26.5 now. Going in fun directions. Okay, what seed should we get? Probably want something quite expensive. Wily wheat. Worst of all, I read that as willy wheat. We'll get some more moon fruit. It'll take a while, but it will make good money. I'm gonna go say hi to Luna while she's near. Oh, you're playing Nocturna too? Oh, you want to play? We'll play, but I still don't quite get the fun of a card game. I wonder if it gets harder. Let the petals fall where they may. Starfish. On play, draw a card. Elusive, can't be flipped. Okay. Excuse for yawning. Get vampire. If anyone has willy wheat, please see a doctor. That was my thinking. That were-cub is so cute. This is for quiet before the bloom. Okay. We have got quite low-scoring cards, admittedly. Might use the almanac again. Okay, that's better. That's higher. Okay, we're in a draw at the moment. Oh, not a... Oh, we used a double. See, that's what I had a feeling would be the case. If you had a pair, you'd get extra points. And then weirdly, the game hasn't taught me that. I feel slightly scammed. Okay, let's try doing the double of Scholar. Okay, weirdly, I don't think that gave us the double. Never mind. We won. That's the key thing. That was dazzling. You definitely earned this. We got a Willow Tree card, I think. A card, or did she give us an actual Willow Tree? Card. Okay. Just realised I was talking about liver and onions on chat while multitasking my heating pad, then morning core exercises, stretches for my bad back. Slugnacious, that is a bit of an old day. Yeah. But you're in the right place. We are here for the not so old, but kind of old, and the chronically ill, and the just slightly broken for unknown reasons. I think we have a particular niche with broken for unknown reason people. There's my seeds. I grew up watching Nick at Night, so no one gets my references to 50s through 70s sitcoms. I might do a bit. In the UK, we had stuff like Bewitched. I can't think what else we would have had, but we're American. I never watched the Dick Van Dyke Show. I know my mum did somehow. I don't think they were playing it at the time when I was a kid. Have you kids even seen Laverne and Shirley? See, I've heard of Laverne and Shirley. I have not seen it, but that's more of a nationality thing. Okay, I think we're going to chop down everything in existence because it will make a minuscule amount of money. And it will sort of tidy up. I actually didn't watch that one much. It wasn't my vibe. Fair enough. There's a Happy Days spin-off. Oh, see, I did watch Happy Days a lot as a kid. I liked Happy Days. I totally forgot about Happy Days for some reason until that came up. I've seen every episode of Taxi, The Dick Van Dyke Show, and The Mary Tyler Moore Show. I've seen some of Taxi. Taxi is the one that's got a really young Billy Crystal, isn't it? I remember liking that. Granted, I really like Billy Crystal, so that probably helped a bit too. And newer still, I watched a bit of Cheers. I was a bit too young for Cheers, and they don't seem to repeat it very often anymore. Danny DeVito was in Taxi. Oh, yeah, I do remember that. 7 spin-offs of Happy Days. Wow. They saw money, they went for it. Well, ratings, very slightly more than money. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Mork and Mindy being a Happy Days spin-off. I loved Mork and Mindy. How could you not love Mork and Mindy? I mean, we're in a chat where there are people that don't like cheese, so probably in a moment somebody will go, I don't like Mork and Mindy. That's okay, that's allowed. You will still go on the list, but it is allowed. Gonna guess that was from a late season of Happy Days. I don't know, throw an alien into this episode. It was worth it if we got Mork and Mindy. Look at Chester, he's just staring at us, digging up a load of stuff, knowing that we're going to give him all of this stuff. Nobody point out that technically we're not digging. Look, he's doing a little gleeful dance. Okay, that's the NG done. Blah. That's Pet Chester. Chester deserves for pets. Happy Chester noises. If I had a plushie of Chester, I would be in danger. Okay, we're just going to sell a whole bunch of stuff because we can always make it again. And I'd quite like to make some money. Having said that, there are certain things we won't sell. Yeah, that will do. It still won't get us there, but it'll get us there a little bit closer. Right, Fail Games released a plush and I bought it instantly. Ooh, what'd you get, Soul? I bought a Story of Seasons cow, which was a bit of an impulse purchase. I was trying not to... It was last year I bought it. and I was even less sensible with money than I am now. It is very cute. Ooh, look at all the jam we've learnt. I'm a jam maker. I'm a paw rug. I'm a pillow cat house. Elfie plush from Grimshaw. Nice. I hope my feral cats are doing okay in this awful egg. Yes, that sounds awful. Sounds rough. Okay, that's expired. Check the mail. Having said that, we will probably wrap up in a minute, but I have no chill. I need to see the mail. I've been working on something new at Third Eye Threads, and I think you might like it. I set up an embroidery table in the shop. Figured it was time to offer something a little different, something quiet, creative, and perhaps even meditative. If you ever feel like giving it a try, stop by any time. See you soon, Aris. Okay, so stuff is gradually unlocking more and more in this game, and I am a fan of that. I'm generally a big fan of Moonlight Peaks. I mostly wanted to check it out because we had some dare drops, and as those of you on Discord saw, we had some giveaways for it. But actually, it's been a really good experience. I'm not 100% sure if I'll be playing it next week. I need to have a proper think about what to do with the schedule next week, because I'm considering a little bit of a change around with a few things. Game-wise, certainly. Friday, I'm considering changing to a slightly later time. I haven't quite decided yet. I think it might work. Fridays are quite quiet stream-wise, and I'm wondering if a later morning, early afternoon slot might suit us a little bit better. But I'm going to figure that one out. Which hat best fits this game? Mr. Wizard, just for you, I'm going to show you the new hat that arrived. It's the last hat that has arrived. It's nothing that exciting. It's not as exciting as the pilot fish or the banana, but it is a little bit better on my head. Tried to let them move in my garage. One of them immediately peed on the drywall from my garage to my rec room. Oh no, I mean, entire downstairs floor smelled for cat piece. It's so smelly. Okay, this is the helicopter hat. Oh, actually, hold on. It doesn't fit my head. It's not that I have a big head, it's just I think they assume only a child would buy this hat. How wrong they are. Oh yeah, it doesn't fit amazing. Hold on. Take the headphones off a moment. Yeah, I think it might be designed for a child. I have a small head, but there are limits. So we have, look, it spins. I thank you for Gigantifier Slugnacious. That is so cute. What? I love that. But yes, do we have a little bit of spinny? And it only cost me £5. Probably because nobody is wearing this outside. I do have a small head. Supposedly I even have a small mouth. I remember once the dentist telling me I have a small mouth. And my mum going, no, she's too loud to have a small mouth. I don't know if that's the right command. Honestly, I can't remember. Might be quote add? I don't know. I should find this out. I'll add it to my list. Yeah, it was quote add. There we go. I got there. Second time. I'm going to be mad if I can't find a propeller hat in my extra large hat size. Thank you, Woody. My surgeon with sleep apnea told me I had the biggest tonsils and uvula he'd ever seen. Congratulations, Slugnacious, I think. Don't worry, I think I might be able to change it. Let's have a look. I'll have a look in my quotes. Yeah, it's fine. I can add the author in. Let me do that. Yeah, because at the moment it's have a small head. I do have a small head. So there. Oh, I remember is that a grenade or an avocado day? I think, in a twist, I think it was an avocado. Please do go get some sleep, Woody. I hope you're doing okay. I hope everything's going well for you. But yeah, it was an avocado. We were doing some x-ray checks on somebody, and yeah, they had an avocado. It wasn't a grenade. Honest. They might have still been a zombie. I can't remember. I really like Quarantine Zone. It was a very odd game, but a lot of fun. I just realised I put the hat back and it's kind of near the window, so it's just spinning softly in the light. Anyway, chat, this has been a pleasure. I'm going to wrap it up here. I haven't worked out. I mean, I know when we're definitely going to be streaming Monday morning and Thursday morning, UK times. Friday, we might start a little bit later. I need to have a little think. Friday also, I'm a little bit tempted on Friday to play some retro games. Because I've been saying for a while I want to play some old games like Sonic. So we might do that Friday. But basically, the core thing, ignore Friday. Friday will be something. Monday, Thursday, and Saturday is all going to be morning times. So the same kind of time as this stream started. Oh no, Sonic's drowning. See, we could experience that Friday. Side note chat, I'm not very good at Sonic games. We're going to hear that a lot on Friday. It's a great way to start my... Oh, thank you, Slugnatius. It was a great way to start my weekend too. So it's been good. Yeah, so I think that's kind of it. If you are not already part of the Discord and you would like to be, no demand, but you can if you want, and there will be words are hard. The schedule will go up tomorrow. But if you don't want to, that's cool too. Thank you all. Thank you all for actually a small thing. Thank you all for being really respectful of the surprisingly dark topic of the Huga card, because it could have gone down a not great route, or it could have gone down a lot of bad routes. It could have gone very dark humor wise, or it could have just gone a bit weird. And you were all very, very respectful, and you did good. So thank you all for kind of taking it with, I assume, the intention that the people did with having that as an icebreaker question. I don't know. We're still going to question the logic behind those people. But you did good, chat. Let's get some raid messages up. And thank you for the streaks, the resubs, the gigantifies, your company. Your company has been lovely. That's probably it. Thank you, Baconi. Thank you for the mods, for modding. Thank you, Woody. There be some raid messages. First one is for subscribers. Second one is for followers. Do make sure you go enjoy your weekend. Thank you for the follow. We have anonymous follows, but welcome in. And yeah, if you're not already following and you would like to make your way back here, following is a good time to do. It's a good way of doing that. But yeah, have a good weekend. Treat yourself. Get you something. Whether it's treating yourself with just a little bit of time to yourself, or getting yourself a nice tasty treat, or just staying in bed for a bit longer tomorrow, whatever it is that's going to make you feel better, make sure you do that. Because life is too short, and it's the weekend. You don't have to be productive all of the time. You can just enjoy yourself. That is the wonder of the weekends. Even if you got a lot going on, you can still take that little bit of time out. Everyone can spare a tiny bit of time, is what I'm getting at. Who shall we raid over to? As always, we try and mix it up where we can. I think we are going to head over to one of the first people I ever followed on Twitch. Neon Genesis. Neon Genesis is a really cool person. Yeah. Go read your comics, Slugnatius. That sounds great. Neon Genesis does a lot of Final Fantasy VII speedruns, which might not sound very chill and cozy, but he's really good at talking about it, and he still offers a very welcoming community. And please give him a shot. He's a really cool guy. And yeah, was one of the first people I started following on Twitch, and yeah, he's great. Go watch your Final Fantasy VII remake speedrun. And I will see you all very soon, on Monday. Tomorrow I'm going to try and have a chill day. Whether that works, we don't know. But I think today I'm going to spend the afternoon working out the complaint letter to the car dealer, and then we'll be all set. Anyway, have a good one, or take care.